Welcome back to another episode of Nerdy Playbook, Campaign 2, Season 50, Episode 51. So we took a one week break, and we are back. We got a lot ahead of us, so we're going to just jump right into it. Alright, so last we got together, the group was able to defeat the fate shrouds that Gladlin was essentially attacking the Undertown with, and make their way past Gladlin's spirit form to chase Gladlin and the fallen cult member down into the enchanted elevator that leads all the way down into the Abyss Kingdom. Using your passes that you were given, you're able to figure out that if you place them into certain spots by the runes, you would be able to activate it. Making your way down, you found out they got a good head start against you, so knowing that the rogues can get a little bit ahead, they decided to sprint on and hope the rest of the group catches up. Knowing that even still you were kind of a little bit behind, you see bodies of Triton soldiers, some political members of different kind of Triton, merfolk, some water elves are dead on the ground, eventually making their way over into the grand palace throne room, as you see Gladlin is standing there with his assailant next to him. Looks like he's ready for a bout with Queen Valerian and Commander V. Fig and L, you are still roughly about 100 feet away. Because we got a lot of things going on. Corbin and Laura will be controlling two other characters, as we discussed. So I need everyone to roll me initiative, including Rin and V. Right. Well, it was the one shot a year ago. So yeah. All right, hang on. I will grab everybody's numbers in a second. I also decided to pull up Gladlin's character so I can actually play correctly with him. I forgot that Gladlin has an obnoxious amount of AC. Yeah. Gladlin rocks 24 AC with someone who's not wearing armor. Alright, well, luckily Gladlin got a 17. The assailant is just going to go with Gladlin's roll. So, to proceed further, hang on, let me pull you guys back up so I can see you. Do we have a 20 or higher? And which me are we representing? Both. 23 for both. I'm assuming the queen has higher dex. No, really? Okay. All right. Then queen. Okay. 15 or higher. Double 18s. Wow. Okay, so we're just getting those. All right. So, well, who would you? So, makes sense. All right. All right. Then Corbin. 10 or higher. Cargrim. Okay. All right. Looks like we got a 4 for Hal, and what do we got for Fig? That is really low for Fig. Okay. And Corbin and V had an 18, correct? Okay. All right, this will actually work out pretty well. So the initiative order will be L, Queen Valerian, Commander V, Corbin, Gladlin, Cargrim, Fig, and Hal. If someone can check audio to make sure it's working, I do have a song playing in the background. Okay. Cool. All right, so because the map that we have right now is meant to only be for looks, I updated it. Ooh, all right, so to quick describe the describe the map, especially for people who have not actually seen the original map. This part, which is different kind of floor, is actually a raised floor. It's about 20 feet off the ground. This part, the one that has the more of the aqua floor to it. These are torches that stand 10 feet off the ground. We have the statues of Alasna and Gladwin Rosewind. We have Queen Rin's throne. We have V's spot. And we have Thalco's spot. Steps obviously leading up there. This is all water, so don't think that you can just cross the wall and get over there. Lights are just there for illumination. Main door. I'm going to have V and Queen Rin put your tokens somewhere up on the second floor, wherever you'd like them. You can put them anywhere on the second floor. Yeah, it should be camping one characters. Make sure they're actually assigned to you. If they're not, we'll fix that. Anywhere on the top. And then... for right now, yes, because he is technically in his normal form right now. Yeah, I'm trying to pull him up right now, and I can't seem to find him somewhere. I don't know where the hell he is. I have... Order the following acolyte. Here we go. Okay. So, but this is actually going to work out pretty well because a lot of you aren't in the room yet. But we start off with L. So you're 100 feet away from the front door, which is this guy. So, what would you like to do? Okay, what's your movement speed? Okay, so you get 60 feet away. You're 40 feet from the door. That will... is there anything you want to do as a free action? Obviously, dash will replace... well, you can do it as an action if you want, because you can use dash as a bonus. Hang on 1 second. The sound isn't working because you guys are not here. You guys are not on the soundboard. Nope. You can hear me. I just noticed that my equalizer is not picking you guys up.
Oh. Oh, snaps.
Oh, you can hear us.
Some people just have to read lips this entire...
Right?
Battle axe? I have a battle axe.
Oh, it comes out backwards! You gotta write it backwards.
And
Hold backwards. What's backwards? It'll look like we're all...
All smoke and mirrors, folks. It's all smoke and mirrors.
I mean,
But I almost got it.
ugh.
Hang out, just
Here,
updating settings
I have a
because
battle axe. Does that count?
Sure.
You just like motion with that what you're trying to do. Like, the cat plushie.
I was gonna say things you find in your
That's
craft room.
adorable.
Show us on the
Yeah.
cat plushie what you want to have. Go that way.
all right. Can someone check on the stream now to make sure that everybody sounds all right before we
I have
proceed?
angry cat plushie.
Angry cat plushies.
That might be
Yes.
cat
Okay.
plushie
All right, cool.
to angry. Jesus.
So angry.
By the
I was
way,
like,
Corey, when you
Do we
resubscribed,
sound
did you get a icon?
Did I what?
Did you get an icon when you resubscribed? Because you should now get actually a token for subscribing.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, I can hear everybody
All right, cool.
on
Okay.
the stream.
Okay.
All right, so we'll resume back where Elle left off. So you went 60 feet, you dashed. Is there anything else you want to do since you... No?
No, I'm gonna end my turn there.
All right, switching over to your other half, Queen Lair Valerian, you were up. So in this area, because I don't want to be twisted about it, I don't want to place them on the board, there are dead bodies all over the place. A lot of your soldiers have already fallen towards Gladland's attacks. So, and there wasn't too many left because you sent a lot of your soldiers up to do the battle. So your main defense was V. Plus you can handle yourself. So you two are the last ones left in this room.
I'm gonna shout out to him. Gladlin, I ask you again, why are you doing this?
As a response, he doesn't seem to really... Give me an insight check.
Insight, where are you?
somewhere.
Oh,
12. From this distance, it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like Gladlin either doesn't hear you or is maybe like... It's kind of like an emotionless zombie right now. Just kind of like maybe he hears you, but the body does not really react to it. And he just stands there with kind of like faded red eyes. And since Gladlin usually rocks a pink-hued eye, these are definitely different. The whole eye itself is like straight red, and it's just kind of like lowered eyelid and just kind of almost like waiting for a command.
I don't wish to do this to you. I don't wish this at all, but you leave me no choice. I will not have those I love harmed, and I'm going to attack them.
Okay.
It's so
I'm
sad
sorry.
because in your sick voice you actually sound like heartbroken.
She is heartbroken. What are you talking
I
about?
am
She's getting into
heartbroken.
character.
You
No.
get the point for the best
Best
acting.
acting.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. I can find my character sheet. I keep going to L. There we go. I am going to remember how to play D&D for one.
Go queen.
That's
As a
important,
party.
yes.
You got this.
That's queen.
Come on, Queen. You got this.
Right?
Go,
I'm gonna
Queen,
go
go.
up
We go.
30 feet. Which would put me to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
And I can't reach him with my royal trident yet, so I'm gonna take out my longbow and shoot him.
Sounds good. 13 is a miss.
Alright, I'm going to shoot him again.
Yep. 23 is a miss.
What?
Gosh.
He's it.
What?
What?
Why?
25
Oh,
is 25 is a hit.
Alright, good.
Great. Love it.
For 11 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot him for, is this my 4th time?
Yeah.
I think, okay.
Four
4th and last
attacks.
time.
Unfortunately-
I try to disregard that. And
Longbow,
doesn't
no.
hit.
It is kind of funny that a natural 1 for you with your trident actually gives you a 15.
I know. And
Yes.
I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Next up is Commander V.
Cool. So she's already got her sword and shield out, just
Okay.
protecting Rin.
Okay.
Because that's what she's assigned to do. I'd imagine Nova's around somewhere.
No. No.
No?
Nope.
Nope.
Nova.
No moves.
So because you're V, I can tell you, Nova has not returned to you in 3 months.
Oh no.
Would I have any idea why?
Last time you spoke to Nova, you sent Nova on 2 missions. One, specifically find the remainder of the guild, which he succeeded in. He telepathically communicated to you back, but never physically returned to you. Your second mission for him was to go investigate the Imperial capital to basically, like, get recon on what they're doing.
Okay.
But you haven't heard back. You would assume that he's just kind of hanging out and just kind of get more information, but you could take it as well whether or not it makes you uncomfortable or not that you haven't heard back from him or her.
Oh, it makes her very uncomfortable, and I
Okay.
can't remember if I have summoned Nova or if
So-
that would even work.
No, it would not. So since it's been 50 plus years since since Nova has been created, Nova has become more independent, and
Okay.
thus is no longer technically bound to you in an essential sense.
Okay.
You two still share a similar soul, so when one of you dies, the other one's gonna feel the pain. But necessarily, like, you can't necessarily summon her anymore. You could kind of like do like a kind of like the vampire trick where like you try to contact your prodigy, and she will sense it, but she could choose to not respond.
Okay. Rin, do you know where your brother's at?
Your brother is fighting in the battle up on top.
He's fighting. He's back there fighting. A little bird told me.
The little bird called the DM told me. Okay, so she's gonna use her action to cast Warning Bond between her and Rin.
Mm-hmm.
So while Rin and I are within 60 feet of each other, or while Rin is within 60 feet of me, you get a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and has resistance to all damage. And each time you take damage, I take the same amount.
Wow, V with the ability. Yeah, look at that.
The
Paladin's
spell
way, I
ends
tell you.
the spell ends if you drop to 0 hit points or if we become separated by more than 60 feet, and it lasts an hour.
It was +1 bonus to AC, and what was it?
+1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and has resistance to all damage. So
So
half.
you.
everything is halved. That's pretty fucking baller.
Awesome. Thank
As
you.
long as
Be with
we're
the
within,
baller moves.
Yeah.
as long as we're within 60 feet of each other.
Which I don't see that being a problem since you're going to constantly stay at her side all the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything else, V?
And then no, that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna again sword and shield at the ready
Okay.
in front of V. or in front of
Switching
her.
to Corbin, before you start, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fun.
Just because you guys have been not taking a break and you are not really well tuned to not
Ooh.
having to take a
I'm a
break.
teleporter. I don't run.
Right.
Please. That's a natural 20 plus 9.
All right, so you're fine. You don't take any levels of exhaustion. So because you are significantly behind the rogues, they were last left off 60 feet. Last left off 100 feet. You were off 200 feet from the
Okay.
front door. So what would you like
Cool.
to do? And if you guys can remember where you're placed if you're not on the map yet, I would greatly appreciate that because I'm not going to be able to constantly remember where you guys are located. So just remember where you are to the front door. So if you're not a
We're all 200
rogue,
feet away.
if you're not a
right
rogue,
now.
you're 200 feet away. If you're a
Okay.
rogue, Well, the only rogue left that hasn't moved is Fig. Fig is 100 feet away.
Got it.
Then he's just gonna dash.
Okay.
So 60 feet.
Okay, so you're 140 feet away. All right. Next we go to Gladlin and the assailant. All of a sudden, the assailant's gonna stab the staff into the ground as the emerald stone glows, and immediately he just kind of Gladlin lifts up his head as he transforms into a panther. Instead of just constantly switching his token, I'm just gonna increase his size, and I'm just gonna go through his different stats.
Eek. He's huge.
So he's gonna move
Angry kitty.
forward. Knowing the tactics of V and Rin, instead of trying to get past V, he's going to actually attack V first. So, gonna first try to claw. 18.
Nope.
Okay, second claw. 26.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to take 20 points of slashing damage.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
It is magical slashing damage if that makes any difference for you. Because he is a magic creature.
I don't think so.
Okay. Alright. Bite. Only a 15, which I know that's a miss. That is Gladlin's end of turn. So we're going to switch over to Kargrim.
Hi. I
Hi.
want my tiny little legs. You move my 50 feet.
Okay, so you're 150 away. Anything else on your turn?
I am going to use one of my harness divine power to gain back a spell slot.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Okay. Fig.
I am going to dash. So
Alright.
I have it would be 60 feet.
Okay, you're up next to L, so you both are 40 feet away from the front door. To also explain to you, when I say front door, I guess I should just say door, because there is really no other exit or entrance into this room. Other than shattering glass. Alright, then next up is Hal.
Hal is gonna fly, and dash. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get pretty far if you decide to fly and move at the same time.
Yeah, right. So, flying speed is 50, so I can fly 100.
Yep, you can fly 100. So you can fly all the way up, and then you're 100 feet from the door. So next turn, if you do the same thing, you will be right in the entrance.
Yep. And then I'm going to use second wind to get 1d10 plus 3 health back.
Oh, perfect. I love it. All right, cool. Back to the top of the round. We got L. You are 40 feet away.
I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
Hit a bonus action dash my 60 feet.
Okay.
So that puts me 20 feet in, so right here. So.
Yep, go ahead and put yourself in there.
Oh, my poor little L is so low on health.
Oh, no.
I know, I feel that's why I did second wind. I'm like, oh.
There is
Don't
my little
worry,
L.
your paladin is here.
That was very heroic.
We've come to save the day.
Save the day.
There we go.
And then, and am I kind of sneaked in where he didn't see me?
Yeah, he's very focused on controlling his staff. It's almost looks like the way that he's using his staff requires an immense amount of concentration. He's really only looking, because of it, he can really only aim forward. His peripheral vision probably is terrible. So he doesn't even notice that you came up behind him.
I'm throwing my dagger of flame at him.
So you get advantage.
Oh, yay. We throw it again at him.
23, that's a hit. Oh, 26 is a hit. Yeah, either one.
It's 26.
So 45 points of damage. Alright, so he takes 45 points of damage.
Ooh, do you have Death Strike?
I do not.
You don't?
Why would she have Death Strike?
No.
I think it's part of our rogue thing.
I don't think
Because
so.
it's showing up on mine, which means
Oh,
that
did you level
if
up,
you
Allura?
I did.
Okay, so if you look, yes, so if you get them by surprise, they have to make a con saving throw, and if they fail, they take double damage.
Okay, so
Con save.
automatically he's got disadvantage because he's focusing on concentrating on his spell. So he's gonna actually have to roll twice and take the bottom one.
Look at that! I didn't realize we had an automatic.
I just saw it.
That is
so
a
I was
10.
like,
So he's gonna
Okay.
take 90 points of damage. So he's incredibly hurt. I'm gonna make him take a legendary point to keep focusing on the staff, but he's taking 90 points of damage.
That was the
man,
alkali?
I wish I could use
Yeah.
my Fury of the Skull, but I can't. And I already used my bonus action to dash. So I am going to stop my... Sorry, guys. I'm going to stop my turn right there.
Okay, so like V and Rin, you just see automatically this goblin come in and just like toss this blade directly at him, and he immediately reacts and immediately just decides to kind of like almost like activates an aura on him and just like relocks up, even though he's like gushing blood out and he's still focusing. His hand is shaking on the staff, but he is like focusing to control use whatever mental fortitude he has to control the staff. So Valerian, you're up.
I run around V to flank Glad, and I stab him with the trident.
Okay.
For 17 does not hit, I stab him again.
Mm-hmm.
16 does not hit, I stab him again.
Keep trying. 30's a hit.
Okay, 30's a hit. That would be...
Third time is a charm.
20 damage.
20 points of damage. Okay.
I stab him for my 4th time.
Some of that is cold damage too.
He's not resistant or immune to or vulnerable to anything, so it's just all just
Oh, okay.
standard.
29?
29's a hit.
29 hit? Okay. So that would be 20 damage again.
Okay.
And then... I'm gonna take my action surge. And do it all again.
Do it all again.
Oh yeah.
Abby stab.
Queen is here. The queen is here.
For a total of 14 damage.
Okay.
Hit him again. And as I'm yelling, Glad, pull yourself together. Snap out of it. 20 points of damage.
I'll allow you that if you want to sacrifice the rest of your turn instead of attacking, you can actually try to break Gladlin out of his compulsion.
Sure.
Since you're doing that. So if you want to skip this attack, he still takes the damage he's taken so far, but if you want to skip your remaining attacks, you can try to convince him. So give me a persuasion check.
Come on, be good. She doesn't- Oops, that's L. Damn it, that's L.
Oh, that is Laura. Yeah, you want to do Rin. 22. Okay, that's much better. As he's a little slowed down due to the amount of damage you've given to him, because you've done more than half of his health. You're taking the chance to really focus at him, as you can kind of see that he's like his eyes are kind of changing, switching back and forth to a red, to a pink, to a red, to a pink, as he's like really trying to focus. And then his eyes just turn red again, as it looks like you almost got through to him, but it looks like the compulsion's a little bit stronger. It looks like you need a little bit more. Anything else that doesn't require an action in your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try and keep calling out to him.
Okay. V.
You gotta bop him. You gotta bop him.
No. Is he essentially like almost? Does it look like he's trying to like attack us, or more defend the guy with the guy that's behind him?
Oh, he looks like he has no absolute compulsion to defend the other dude. It doesn't even look like he might not even know he's there. It just looks like he's just taking commands and just doing them. And it looks like his main command now is to kill either both of you or one of you. It's not really decided, but he's obviously like his main focus right now, while he's kind of in this locked compulsion mode, is focused on you two. He doesn't even seem to really even mean like looking around to see his surroundings.
Cool. Let's see. What do I want to do? I'm so used to having spells. Or, like, damage spells. And I'm just like, ah! She's going to try... And... Let's just get fun with this. Because he's within 60 feet. So, she's going to try and straight up fucking banish this guy.
The Acolyte?
Yeah.
Okay.
So a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Uh, 19?
Damn it. Beat it by 1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's an Acolyte, so his charisma is going to be pretty high, because he's technically a warlock.
I figured I would try.
I mean, yeah, it would have been pretty great.
Yeah, it would have. I would have. Hey, can't fault me for trying.
Got this.
Yeah, well, the thing is Paladin only has actions. There's not a lot of shit I can do for bonus actions. Okay, so for bonus action, I'm going to prepare a staggering smite for my next. Actually, did I use my action search? Jesus. Where is the stuff? Do I have action surge?
You know what? And I'm going to actually change something. Rin, because you did kind of a little bit persuade him, it's going to revert him back into his actual true form.
Oh, good.
Oh, so he's not in panther.
Ooh,
So
he's no longer a panther.
His panther form is done.
Nice.
The question is, was his panther pink or was it purple or was it
So
green?
He was
so
the
normally
pink
his
panther.
normally his panther is a purplish pink, but actually you guys are seeing it as actually like a distorted black, like almost like it looks like he's infected by something.
Blood.
Oh, yeah, he's not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, V?
No, I was trying to see if I had accent surge, but I can't find it. So
Okay.
no, that'll be it.
All right. Then it switches up to your other half, Corbin.
Yay!
The other half.
My other half. All right. Just gonna keep on trucking.
Okay.
60 feet.
All right.
Tick, 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 tick.
All right. Cool. Next up is Gladlin. Gladlin's gonna refocus, and he's now gonna turn into a large elk.
Oh no, not the elk.
He's gonna try to stop on you.
He's gonna try and stab us.
Large elks can multi-attack, so he's actually gonna attack both of you. So he's gonna sacrifice his bonus action to give himself advantage, and he's actually gonna try to stomp. All right, so that would be a 26 to hit for both of you.
Ouch, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But remember, you take half.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so ooh, that's a lot of ones.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, so you would technically take 23 points of damage. Because you're resistant, you only take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then second attack is going to do it again. For 15, which I don't believe hits either one of you. Okay. That's the end of Gladlin's turn. Gladlin is going to use a legendary reaction to cast a spell on himself, and he's going to increase his AC.
Well, of course he is.
Question really quick for the DM,
Yeah.
just because I just noticed it. Was Rin supposed to start out with max hit point or no?
Max hit points, yes.
Okay, because she definitely was not at it.
So you can give your character, if they were never given because you guys would never had a chance to give your characters long rest at the one shot. V and Rin, you can activate a long rest for your characters and just take away whatever you already did for this session.
Okay, got it. So that was 11 damage and a action surge. I did.
All right, so Cargrim.
You know me, I'm
Keep
a pump
trucking.
those tiny little legs. I
Damn
was not built for
armor.
this. And then I will be 100 feet away from the door, and I will use up the last divine power to get back another spell slot. And
Funny side note, coolest character I've seen as far as this, I just made me think of, is a dwarf that's a monk. Because monks are the fastest characters.
I'll just channel my key. And
So basically a dwarf that can move 120 feet per round.
Ridiculous.
it just defies the laws of nature.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, just think about the little feet moving very fast. You know, it's pretty great.
Something out of Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, so Cargrim ran in. Next up, Fig.
I'm gonna bonus action dash,
Got
so
it.
I get to here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to shoot the acolyte.
Crossbow?
Yes. Does he still technically get surprised because he?
Yes,
He
because
doesn't know
he is using all of his energy to focus on his staff, so he is not using anything to look
Okay.
anywhere else.
So that means
You
it
gotta roll
didn't
with
do
advantage. Yep.
It
You
did
got-
not do the advantage. Why didn't it do the advantage? I pushed the little button and it didn't do it.
16.
16.
16 is it. 16's a hit. He's wearing very light armor.
Okay, so then he needs to make a con save.
Got it. He has to take it with disadvantage like before. Natural 1.
So
Jump him.
He takes 64 points of damage. So he does get put down.
okay. And I'm also going. Oh, I can't do that because I already did a bonus action, technically. So I can't do any other thing, right?
No.
Yes. Okay. So that is all I'm going to do
Okay.
at this moment in time.
As a session reaction due to the acolyte being put down first, because he's not focused on the staff is dropped. It is laying on the ground. It's still technically next to the acolyte's hands, because the acolyte is not DED dead. He is just down.
KO'd. Yeah.
But he can't concentrate on the actual staff. The staff is
Hal,
still
come and
glowing.
save it.
The staff
Come
is
and
still
get it.
glowing. I will allow everyone to have one more turn before the next step happens to see if they can do something.
Okay.
So, Hal is next.
Hal,
How
get in here.
far? Yeah. How far am I from there now?
Okay, so if you did the exact same thing as last turn, you would just be right at the doorway. So you wouldn't be where Fig and Allura are. You wouldn't be able to put on the map yet, but you'd be like right in the door.
Okay.
Do you have any range attacks?
I do. My bow shoots for 150 feet.
Can you try to shoot the? I mean, if he moved in, I could say as a free action, right, and talk to him or no?
Yeah, you can use a free action to say something. Yeah.
Okay, I was just gonna say you could try to shoot the emerald on top of the actual staff.
I was thinking the same thing.
It
So,
would
let's
require
do
you
that.
to have a very, very high DC to do it.
Yep, because you're
but-
trying to aim for a
You
specific
could do-
spot.
But like I
If
always
you're-
say, if you hit the acolyte, it still hits him, but it requires you to have a very high die number to hit the target.
Right, but you
Sure.
could do steady aim.
Yeah.
You could.
Well, yeah, because I already
No.
moved. I don't know if that.
Yeah,
would
so
already-
you used bonus
yeah.
action to dash. So if you
Yep.
you couldn't
Oh,
steady
then you
aim, you
can't
could
do it.
just
Okay.
attack. And you couldn't
Okay.
do Hunter's Mark or anything like that. You would just have to just attack with your bow.
Okay.
You can try.
Try, because steady aim would give me advantage. So.
Yeah.
But you
But
can't do
it's-
steady
it's-
aim
Yeah, you can't do steady aim. Yeah, you already
because you already
moved.
did a bonus
Yeah.
action to move
Yeah.
because you dashed. So
Okay.
so it's just a regular action to try to shoot.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's gonna be so even if you hit him, he'll still take he'll lose a death saving throw. But if you get a die of from where you are, I'd say you have to at least have a die of 18. Not your total hit, your die has to be 18.
Yeah.
To actually hit the actual
To
staff,
hit
right?
not hit the staff, but you want him to hit the emerald of the staff.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Let's do that.
Let's try.
We gotta try. We're hitting stuff. All right.
Roll to attack.
Try.
And I'm hitting the guy, not the actual staff itself.
No, you want to hit the staff.
No. So you do aim at the. You are targeting the acolyte, but you're targeting something he's holding. So
Yes.
Okay.
if you're matching his AC, but because you want to hit something he's holding, you got to hit a high die number to hit it. So you are targeting the acolyte, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. First attack. Oh, it's 15. Okay.
Okay. Does not hit
Second
him.
attack. Well, so that was just the die number was 15.
Oh, okay. What was the total though?
15 plus.
Don't you have like a 13 or some shit?
Yeah, 14 now. So yeah, 29.
Okay, so you don't have to roll damage. Automatically, he's going to lose a death saving throw. So you hit his body, like you hit his arm, but not the staff. So he did lose one of his 3 death saving throws.
Sweet.
So you can go to your next turn.
Second attack. Yeah.
Yep.
Come on. Oh, whatever. So 13 plus 14 is 27.
Okay, so he lost 2 saving throws. You don't need to roll damage because it does not make any difference. So he lost 1 death saving throw, but you did not hit. You didn't even really hit the staff. You were able to get 2 arrows, kind of like on his right shoulder, which is the arm that he's actually holding the staff in. So he can't really move his arm anymore, but he's still got like his hand kind of like laying on the physical staff, so he still has a connection to it.
All right. Before I end my turn, for a flavor thing, not maybe a flavor thing, but because I've never did it yet, can Eos come out and use him as a play like NPC or?
So you have not classified Eos as a combatant yet, so I'm going to say no. You would have to let me know like before combat if you want to be a combatant. Yeah.
Sure. Sounds good.
All right. That is the end of round 2, I believe. So we go back over to L. So you just saw 2 arrows fly past you. You can clearly see what's going on, especially since you're right next to Fig, basically yelling to Hal like 5 feet behind you to attack to try to get the Emerald Staff.
I'm just gonna run up and grab it.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's like 30 feet away from us, so.
Okay. You grab the staff, it's still glowing. You do feel like as you try to lift it away from the person, he's not pulling back at you, but you feel some kind of kinetic force that makes it hard to like lift it all the way up from him, almost like it's attuned to him at the moment.
I stab him in the eye as I try and take it away from him.
All right,
Specifically in the eye.
roll the hit.
In the
Yeah,
eye.
because if it goes
Stab
through
in
the
the
eye,
eye.
it goes through his brain.
Roll
sure it's
the
his
hit.
good eye.
He does actually see you, so just roll regularly.
I would hope so. I'm
It's a
standing
20.
next to him.
20. Okay, so you stab him in the eye. He is dead. He is dead, and he is no
Yes.
longer attuned to the staff. So you're able to grab the staff. Looks like the staff is still activated. It looks like Gladlin's still focused on whatever Gladlin was commanded to do. Anything else you want to do?
I look back at Fig. Do I break it? I don't know. I don't know what to do with magic stuff.
So
I don't do magic.
Try saying Gladlin's stop or something. I don't know.
Oh, stop!
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay.
Very persuasive.
You did your movement. You did you did a bonus action to grab it. You did an action to attack. So that would pretty much be it.
That's all right. I'll be there soon, and we
All
can
right.
break it.
I'll be there soon. I can break it.
All right, Alir Valerian, you do see what is going on. You see this goblin immediately run up and stab the acolyte in the eye and grab the staff and like, what'd I do?
I'm going to small one stay back, and I'm going to run around Gladylin and try and grab the staff from her.
Okay.
We get to talk to ourselves, Amanda. This is great.
This is really weird.
What do you think it's like for me? You know, I got NPCs that got to talk to each other. You know.
And I'm gonna take the attack
Talking
of
to myself.
opportunity and go up to.
All right. So first of all, you did. So yeah, let me do the attack opportunity first before you do anything else. So because he is a giant elk, he is going to try to ram at you since you just had to separate.
Bam.
So he gets to do that with advantage, and I'm actually going to have him use a charge to actually add a magical element to his. So I'm going to actually have him use force to it, using his gauntlets.
Broken ass fucking character.
I'm gonna have him use his luck to re-roll. I'm gonna have him use another luck point to re-roll.
How many luck points does he have?
5.
Yeah, I got like.
Oh,
I
okay.
got.
All right, 20 to hit.
Yeah, that
Okay.
hits.
All right.
Barely.
This is why you don't move away
I know.
But you still get half.
So many dice.
Oh no. Okay, she's my tank.
So you
Fair
take,
enough.
so it's 40 points of force damage. So you only take 20 points of force damage.
Okay.
You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I get stuff for that.
You get a +1, I think, to your Constitution saving throw, both due to the boost.
And a +4 from one of my other paladin auras.
So, +5.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, a con save you said?
Yeah. 20.
25.
Okay, he tries to actually like force you to the ground, but you're able to kind of like push yourself away from his hoof, and you're able to move back without taking like being forced prone. Since it's still your turn, you can do what you want to do.
Small one, give me the staff.
Okay. You can't give yourself the staff yet because it wasn't says reaction.
I know that's
And
But you can,
pause.
but you can have the rest of you can kill the rest of your turn to leave it as a reaction to give it to L when it's
Yourself.
L's turn.
other way around.
To give to
I'm
Ren.
going
For L to give to Rin.
hold my action.
No, for
to take
yes,
the
yes,
staff from L.
yeah,
On my next turn.
yep, yep.
And I'm going to shout out to V as the rest of my action. Do you know what to do with the staff?
Okay. Next up is V, so you can respond.
Would I know what is due with the staff?
You can give me either an Arcana check, an Intelligence check, or a Religion check.
Oh well. Okay, you said intelligence, religion,
Or Arcana.
Arcana.
or arcana. Cool.
Just because you're a paladin, so I'll give you those 3 options.
Yep. Well, arcana it is because the other ones are negatives. Aw yeah. Uh, 14.
So through that, you do know the creation of the staff. You do know that you were present when the staff was, because technically, Rin contracted the staff to be made. But the elements that you saw being present, you know what they are. You assume through context, even though you never really truly studied the staff, that someone needs to have a mental fortitude to essentially attune themselves to the staff for it to work. Holding it and just saying words don't do anything. You got to actually mentally attune yourself to the staff to actually control it.
You
Other-
gotta.
Other than that, you don't
attune
really
to
know
it.
much. Yep. But it requires a high mental fortitude, which Allura doesn't have, and Rin, what is your wisdom and what's your intelligence?
Wiz is 0 and intelligence is -1.
So you would not have the mental fortitude to be able to control the staff either.
No.
Even though technically the staff belongs to you, you only hold it for safekeeping as like an actual queen's
Right.
emblem, not actually for control.
Break it is.
Break it.
Anything
Well,
else, V?
He prepared a staggering smite for the guy that's, DED gone.
Mm-hmm.
But she's gonna try and keep Gladlin's attention on her, so that way hopefully Allura and them can figure out what to do with the staff uninterrupted. So she's gonna try and hit Gladlin.
Okay.
And that's a thing that I do. 22 to hit.
No.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Blame
I think it was
Jordan for this
26.
character.
26. I know.
I hated him too.
Yeah. I don't doubt it.
With-
No, the
20 punches
other
per
ones are-
turn and impossible to hit. It was really annoying.
yeah, I
Classic.
feel, and especially if you get a stagger or 27.
27's a hit, yes.
Cool. So that is, Jesus, I probably should have pulled out more dice that I would need. Alright, so that's 2d6 plus 7 plus 1d10 plus whatever the staggering smite does. Okay, so the attack deals an extra 4d6 psychic damage. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's a lot of dice, and it makes me happy. All right, time to do some math. And
So inspirational.
Gladlin must make a wisdom saving throw. of
Gladlin must
18.
make a wisdom that you're making yeah, that's gonna be fun. Since Gladlin has a plus 11 the wisdom saving throws. Woo!
Hey, it's just
Oh.
part of the attacks, man.
22.
Okay, yeah. It's just part of the
Yeah.
just part of the spell. 12.
No one charms Gladlin but Gladlin.
That's right.
It wasn't a charm, it was
Oh.
a different spell effect.
You would like to be charmed.
Yeah. So that's 29 points of damage.
Okay. And that's psychic damage, or is that just regular damage?
No. 8 of it was psychic.
Okay, so 25 then.
Okay.
Okay.
And that was my action to make an attack, so I'm just gonna tell him to put on some damn clothes and try and keep his attention with me.
On point.
I'm Brand, I know.
Gladlin just kind of like peeks through for like a second and just kind of winks at you and just kind of like, no.
Oh.
Cover up. We're in a palace. Jesus. Have
Corbin.
some decency.
Good.
Corbin, yeah. Corbin has a high intelligence and a high mental fortitude, but he's not there yet.
No.
Nope. So he's just gonna keep on running.
Okay.
Actually, would he have enough of an idea of where he was going to? Well, I should see if I even have spell slots left. Nope, he's just gonna keep running because I was gonna dimension door, but
Keep trucking it. All right.
I'm so low on spell slots. So that's another 60 feet.
Due to the disattunement of the actual staff, Gladlin reverts back to his base form.
Can V slap him as a bonus action?
No. Gladlin's gonna make a Constitution saving throw to try to break the spell. Not with that. You can see that Gladlin's like fighting it, but it's the compulsion's still on. But Gladlin will skip his turn. Korgrim. Keep trucking it.
Oh, you know me.
All right.
I'm just gonna keep on.
Keep on
now
keeping
50 feet
on.
away.
Fig.
Let's see. I'm going to try to use my grappling crossbow to grapple.
Oh, you're gonna try to grab the staff?
No, I'm going to try to grapple Gladwin.
Oh, gotta grapple a god.
Interesting. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. All right, fair enough. All right, cool.
Like follow him.
I'm actually kind of curious what his strength is.
Yeah, I don't know what his strength is.
Okay.
We're gonna find
It's
out.
probably ridiculous, so... But yeah,
Ridiculous.
I might still do damage at least.
Yep. All right. So roll to attack to see if you can actually grapple him.
Do I, No, he's not technically flanked, is he?
Say evens he is, odds he's not.
Okay.
He's flanked.
Sweet! 20 to hit?
No.
Aw, damn. Okay, well that didn't hit. I'm gonna throw a dagger at him with my other hand.
Throw good.
Come on. My thing doesn't wanna... Okay, there we go.
Woo!
27?
27's a hit for 43 points of damage. Gladlin is down.
And harpooned him.
Yay.
Oops.
I could totally,
Play the god.
I could totally see Fig being like, oh shit.
Ren is screaming, "Do not kill him!"
All right.
I'm not trying!
Any,
One.
anything else on your turn, Fig?
I'm not gonna do anything else.
All right, Hal. Hal, you're officially in the doorway now.
Sweet.
So you could put yourself somewhere.
You can put yourself once you move. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, move.
Moving on up to the Queen's throne room.
Oh, Hal is very. He likes what he's like. Oh, this is cool stuff.
That is nice.
I've never been in.
Park Run.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
It's
See,
been a while.
I could
Oh yeah, check that.
confirm
Oh,
haste,
nice.
but
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
So, you know, like when the others get here, they go, just a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should,
I'm still on the
No.
I should have that second beer. Ah.
Oh, there it is.
Corbin's just gonna start drinking the water, just
Yeah, it's in the doorway. So the acolyte is dead.
yeah, he's dead.
Cool. And the staff is not destroyed though.
It's not destroyed, and it's currently in L's hands.
Oh.
But you would have
Um,
heard the queen because you were in the doorway.
Yeah. Don't KO Gladlin. Yep. Or,
Do not
he's already
KO.
dead. Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Yep.
I'll just I'll hold my action in case Gladlin gets back up. I'll attack him.
Sounds great. All right. So I told you guys that you guys would all have one round before something would happen. We went through one
knew it.
round. So,
Amanda, oh shit, I forgot about that.
because it's currently in the hands of someone who can't be attuned to it, technically you guys did not take it. All of a sudden at this point, as if you guys feel like you're actually taking care of the problem,
I
the
don't
room
like this
itself
change in music.
for everyone starts feeling cold. Not like cold as the water, but even the queen and the commander starts feeling that shiver down your spine, as if you all know something is approaching. For the first time for the two of you, Rin and V, the room starts darkening. Not like for some reason sun is being set and there's no light coming in through the water, but almost like there's an eerie cloud that's moving into the room. For the people who are not in the room yet, this is even affecting the hallway that you're in.
Oh, snap.
It starts to get so dark that unless you have dark vision, you cannot see the person next to you.
Dark vision for the win.
Only things that illuminate the area is a little bit of light that are coming from the windows. So about here, here, here. The light from the statues do have an aura to them, so they're lit up. For specifically only due to the fog that's in here, only technically Amanda's characters know what's going on. All of a sudden, as if The body's reanimating itself. It starts lifting itself, cracking bones all the way up. You hear, like, you don't see it at first, but you start hearing crackling and shifting up as you both look, and you see the body reanimating itself as almost like some of the clouds are formed into it like a shadow.
Are you sure we know what's going on?
The arms shift out as they immediately the head snaps and looks at you and then just puts its hands onto the actual staff with yours and just kind of pulls back with resistance. As the eyes just stare at you, and you see almost as if there's a puppet of shadow controlling the hands. You see almost as if there's a head of pure darkness just looming behind it, using that, like putting its arms through the arms of the acolyte, controlling it through some kind of puppeteering motion. As you just see the mouth move of the shadow as an eerie voice comes through the disjointed jaw of the acolyte. If one needs something done, one must do it itself. As all of a sudden you just see like plague starts raging from the veins of this body and starts like almost enriching the actual staff. I will allow for a free reaction, L and Rin. You see this happen to staff. What do you want to do? Just as a reaction.
Ice.
Can I try and grab it? Like, I have a
You
hand
still,
on it.
your hand is on it.
Can Rin have grabbed and tried to pull back?
Sure.
So you both have your hands on it.
Stab it with your ice blade.
I'll allow, because Rin is automatically going to have a higher strength check, I'll allow Rin to give me a strength check with advantage for both of them.
And can L stab?
If you want to stab, you will have to let go of the actual staff.
Oh, so 23 for Rin.
Okay. So you can choose who grabs it. L
Rin.
or Rin. Okay. Rin, give me a Constitution saving throw.
You get a +5.
34.
Okay, so
34.
you pull it back, and you immediately see that as it's pulled away from the body, the whole staff starts turning into like almost like an ashy black. You immediately know, like you instinctually feel that you should not be holding this thing, as you almost feel like it's holding any longer is going to corrupt you. Do you continue to hold it?
Can I smash it?
You can certainly try.
I would certainly like to try.
All right, just roll a strength check. No advantage, just a strength check regularly. 27. All right.
Go Queen.
So you immediately just slam it across on the ground as the staff shatters and the emerald gets destroyed. As the room lights up with green lights that are still in the fog, as everybody can see with only these green hues that are coming into the room. The body reshifts back up again. I wanted simply my revenge, as the head kind of like turns. But I'll be happy to see you all just fall. As the body just starts shifting and then just kind of crackles. Very much does kind of like a Wanda kind of thing on that, where it's kind of like twisting and turning its body around.
I feel like Fig would be like, what? I don't think we get. Sorry, we don't really care and shoot them, but like, I know I can't yet. So yeah.
At its final end, she just takes in the body and she just pile drives it to the ground. As you can start seeing, the floor is changing. The room itself is getting infected by the energy that's in there, as you all start to see the wall starting to get corrupted with black veins that are wrapping itself around the room, covering up the windows, making this whole room darkness. If you do not have dark vision, you cannot see.
Oh.
Good thing I have dark vision.
The room itself turns him clearly black, as all of a sudden, complete quiet happens. A few seconds.
I hold Eos a little closer.
Few seconds. As everybody starts looking around for V, since the person closest to you is Gladlin, you start seeing Gladlin shaking, twitching head, and then immediately starts screaming out in pain as all of a sudden his body starts shifting into different forms, unable to control beast from human, switching back and forth until finally you start seeing the darkness consume him as he starts getting black veins on his skin as he just looks up at you with one tear down his eyes. Sorry. And his eyes just turn complete black as he starts to transform.
Oh shit.
That's bad.
No.
Ren's gonna run over and scream out, Alazna!
Okay.
Alazna, we need you.
All right. We're going to wait till your turn to do that real quick. But before...
Oh, Jesus, he's huge.
So, technically, he's actually bigger. I'm going to move him to the side so he doesn't overlay anybody, because what you're going to see is he's actually going to transform into a form that some of you have not seen before. You've seen his spiritual dragon. This is physically Gladlin transforming into his dragon form, but as he's transforming, the blood veins of the dragon start to get infected by the plague as he almost mutates into a larger form, getting bigger and bigger, only being stopped by the roof of the actual building itself until he becomes gargantuan. Before we continue the battle, we're going to take a break. And we're going to come back and take
time. Break. Bye, everyone.
We're going to take a 7-minute break. We will be right back. See you in a minute.
Good, because I need a bio break.
Bio break.
guys. I didn't mean to put all of that in the
It's okay.
thingy.
So we're live. We're back. Even though Corey's not here, but I just gotta match the time constraints. Yeah. So we technically ended Hal's turn, so we would go up to L. So again, the room is dark. If you do not have dark vision, you can't see. If you have dark vision, you got to rely on only your dark vision to see what's going on, which would give you, I believe, 60 feet of colorless sight.
I have dark vision,
Okay.
and I am going, oh shit, and thinking back
Oh
to
boy!
Oh shit!
and I am throwing some daggers at that giant thing.
Alright, hang on, because we are fighting an infected Gladlin who's infected by the curse. Theme for it.
And eerie music. Eerie music.
Ambiance.
I guess I could, turn the light off and then it'd be like we're in darkness. Darkness. Okay, it's not really dark, but that's okay.
So as for those of you who've been near Allmother, the presence of Gladlin feels like Allmother, as if Allmother's actually controlling the Gladlin.
My little ears are down. I'm scared. I'm
I'd be scared.
throwing those daggers. Dagger fire. 28.
28's a hit.
No sneak attack, right?
Oh, no sneak attack. Gladlin can see everything in the room.
So that is a 16.
I can see all.
Okay.
So then I'm going to throw, that is Rin's, not L's. Okay, so L, a dagger of ice, which would be a 31. That's a hit.
Yes.
For a cold, a total of 20.
Okay.
And then I think there was something. Go check. I think that is. I'm going to bonus action disengage because I'm panicked and I'm gonna move back 30 feet.
All right.
Isn't that water?
No,
No, this
it's
is
the light coming in from the water.
This is water.
Yeah, that's water.
Oh, okay.
All right. So at the end of your turn, you're gonna see that its body is gonna start to change its aura, and it looks like the aura that's covering the body now is blue and red. Next up is Queen.
I'm gonna glance over at V and say we need to get Gladlin away from whatever has infected him. That's not him. We need to weaken him. And I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
as
In
soon
your
as I
last
find-
turn, you yelled for someone, right? So nothing happened yet, right?
I did.
You
I
yelled for
yelled
Alasna.
for Alasna.
Okay.
Okay.
You can choose instead of attacking if you want to try to contact Alasna. Contacting Alasna
Okay,
require your action to contact.
Then I'll do that instead.
Okay.
'Cause that was
You
what
also
I
have your
was originally going
choice.
to do.
The closer you are to her pedestal, the better connection you have. So if you want to move to her pedestal, you could. Her statue.
Can I can't action dash
Oh yeah, you can.
and then still contact her, can I?
Yeah, I'd allow the prey as a bonus action.
Okay, so actually I can get right on up there. Oh, I can't because that's a raised platform.
Yeah.
Get...
Well, no, each step is still the 5 feet, so you're not taking extra for the steps, so it still works
Oh, you're
perfectly.
not.
No, you're
I
fine.
know, but I couldn't go straight.
Oh, no, you
that
couldn't go-
way,
you
'cause
couldn't
then
go-
I would
no. Yeah.
You'd have to.
So I can at least
Yeah. Pretty close.
go. Here's 50.
Then pray.
And
You can.
55, 60.
There you go.
Okay, that
and
works.
then I'll contact her.
Okay, give me a religion check.
Sure. I don't think she's very good imagine? I've got a -1. Oh
Cool.
yeah.
Oh, I
So-
go for the queen.
Do you
Oh, I got it.
how do you want to
Well-
pray? Do you actually want to get on your knees, or do you just want to just kind of like close your arms and just kind of close your eyes and just kind of, stand there and just kind of still be on the defense, but also trying to pray at the same time? So do you want to fully pray, or do you want to pray and also be on the defense?
Whatever part is not on fire, I'm actually going to put my hand on part of the statue, or if it's all on fire, I'm going to kneel down and place my hand on the concrete in front of it
Okay.
and close my eyes and kind of bow my head and talk to her.
It won't because it does take a little bit of time and your turn's only 3 seconds long. We'll have to come back to you. So if you want to commit to it, you'll have to stick with it for a little bit. Next up is V.
Cool. Well, she wants to panic.
Great.
Great.
Love it.
Love it. It's great.
Work it.
Work it,
Yeah,
work it,
you know.
yeah, work it,
Wonderful.
work it.
Feel the fear.
Yes, that
Yes,
angle.
yes,
to the
yes.
good side.
Yes.
Yes. Cool. Love it. I'm so used to having like damage spells. I'm like, she's going to put, because she doesn't want anything to happen to the queen while she's doing that. So she's gonna use her action. See, how far is she from me? That's a good question. Oh, perfect. She's going to pop a Guardian of Faith right in front of the queen.
Okay.
And if any creature that's hostile to us moves to a space within 10 feet of that guardian, they have to make a dex saving throw and then take damage based on the result.
Okay. Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
and she's just gonna stand. Bonus action. She will prep another. Make this fun. Let's do with. Where's it? Thunderous Smite. Yeah, let's do Thunderous Smite. Why not? Make this fun. So bonus action, she's prepping a Thunderous Smite.
All right. Next up is Corbin.
Cool. So I think I should be there. I think.
Let's
With
see.
all
You've
my-
had
all
3
my
turns,
space.
going 60.
XP.
So that puts you at 180. So if you did your
And I was
move, if you
200.
just did your regular movement, you'd be 10 feet in the room.
Okay, then that's what I'm going to do, is get my 10 feet. Boop.
Beep bop boop.
Beep bop boop. Well,
You just see him dart
this,
through.
Or
well,
like on
this looks
top.
like a shit show.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I can't see it much, so it's getting epic in here.
It's getting epic in here.
There's a dragon god. I don't know. He's kind of, but he's not feeling himself. It's bad.
Awesome. So
Not
that was
cool, man. Not
movement.
cool.
Yeah,
It's bad.
not cool.
Yeah.
And then he's just going to let's just do a Ray of Frost at the dragon, because I'm so low on spell slots, it's not even
It is kind of funny.
Funny.
Tee hee.
Yeah, tee-hee-hee, it's not even gonna, like... Yeah, this is 24 to hit. So
24.
I'm using...
24 is a miss.
Yeah, I figured. It's a fucking dragon, and I'm just trying to, like,
I think-
I'm trying to put an ice cube down its shirt. Like, it's not gonna work.
Oh!
That's still cold when you put it ice
It
cube on
is.
your shirt, so.
Yeah.
Alright, good and then Corbin bonus action Blade Song, because he needs that boost.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Next is Gladwin.
Of course it is.
Oh, big.
All right, so Gladlin is going to search the area and is going to go for its main targets, which are kind of in a straight angle from him. And he is going to do Plague Breath.
Gross. Blood.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's a DC saving throw. So I need... Let's see, would it reach you? Yeah, it would. All right, so I need campaign 1 characters. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Don't forget you get the extra 5.
I don't think it's gonna help.
Nope.
Who knows?
Man.
Okay.
I
All
got
right.
it.
So automatically, due to his power, if you fail, you take 100 points of damage. If you succeed, you take 50 points of damage.
But I have that still, right?
Yeah, you're still affected by
Yes.
the ability, so yeah, you only take 50.
Ouch.
Well, and I succeeded, so I. Well, wait. It would help if I understood how my own spells work.
I believe
Yeah.
it just affects the person you're casting on, not just yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. So you both would just take 50. But as he fires it off, where he would normally fire off like a psychic blast, this is actually like straight poison that has like almost like this blood aura that's kind of like shooting off with it.
Gross. Gross. He's got some nasty breath.
Mm-hmm. You
Um,
brush your
I'm gonna
teeth,
need
damn
some
it.
Healing soon.
Rin, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw to keep praying.
Save.
Keep
Oops.
on praying.
All right, you are good.
Okay, good.
Extra attack. He is going to claw at V.
Mm-hmm.
V, I promise I'm coming back.
25 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
I miss being half cleric. Damn it.
V, you take 30 points. So 30 points of damage. Yeah, you take 30 points of slashing damage.
Love it.
Ouch.
And that is Gladlin's turn. And Kargrim next.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to dash to get to the door.
He's still trying to get in there.
Oh my gosh! I'll bonus action catch my breath. And then,
Yep, here.
Gramps is like covered in sweat. Like,
Oh, he's dead.
with all his.
I like
with
pull,
all
I'm
his-
like 1 second, pull out my water skin and it's like dribbling down my face. Like
He gets to the door, he walks in, he goes, nope, nope. I'm like, oh my god, guys, stop.
Gramps
What
just
the-
gets to the front door and just falls.
Peace out.
Nope.
He just gets to the front door and he looks at the giant ass gargantuan dragon. He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
This is what we were running to."
Yeah. Right.
All right. Anything else?
I don't think I can.
Okay.
Anything else right
So are you now finally on the map?
You on the map?
at the door.
You're at the door, so you're not on the map. You're not on the map yet. You're
Oh.
5 feet away from the map.
Almost.
Standing
almost.
by the map.
All right, Fig, your turn.
Gramps is just standing outside, like, how long
Like,
can they last?
They
without
can't
like,
see
we
me out
really
of breath,
need
so I'm like
me.
on the other side of the wall, just behind the door, like, get you out of Gramps, like.
Fig is gonna
Just-
just try to right. Fig's gonna just try to shoot it. That's what they're gonna do.
Okay,
Nope, that's a miss.
it's a miss.
I'm gonna throw a dagger.
So
with
you
the
shoot
other
it. It
hand.
does hit, but it's almost like it has an almost an aura around it that just can't penetrate.
That still didn't work.
No.
So never mind. I'm just gonna stay right where I am.
All right, back to the top. L.
And panic.
Nell's gonna throw daggers again because she's terrified.
31's a hit.
31. 12 plus 8 is 20.
20. Okay.
Dagger of ice.
You find out that actually as you throw the dagger, even though it hits, it looks like he takes no damage, as it looks like part of his red aura absorbed all the damage.
Wonderful. Dagger of Ice got a nat 20.
Okay, you throw it at it.
Ooh.
It looks like the ice aura that he has over him shatters as you impact it, and he's no longer immune to ice.
So that is 12.
So you did 49 points of damage.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to end my turn there and just sit there shivering.
Okay.
Oh.
Queen Rin, give me another religion check, this time with advantage.
Ooh.
Just because you are still
Advantage.
locked in and you got a good constitution saving throw. Ooh.
Oh. Ouch. She needs some help.
Yep.
We need someone who does
You're
guidance.
focusing, but the mixture of the pain and the frustration and the unsure if you want to actually have Gladland die in the process, you are unsure about your feelings, and it's hard to really focus at the time. If you want to sacrifice the rest of your turn, I'll allow you to do it one more time for me.
She's getting real impatient 'cause she's not very patient with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
That's on brand.
That's on brand. Yeah.
As much as I want to wait me as a player and try and do this, she's like, no, I've got to get back out there.
Okay.
And she's going to head back on.
Okay.
Ouch.
Okay.
Do I still get my action, or was that my action?
I think that was one.
That would be a bonus action, so you could use your regular action.
Oh.
Okay. So then I am going
You have
to
4 actions, remember?
attack.
4 attacks,
Yes,
yes.
I do.
Yes.
Attacks.
23 is a miss.
Yeah, I'll
Another.
go.
Another.
That's L. And
27.
27 to hit.
27's a hit, right?
Yep.
Okay. Did the Spirit Guardian move when I moved, V?
No. I think it just
Okay.
stays there. Let me see.
Okay, so
So 19,
okay.
and that was 2. I'm gonna hit again. So it'll be my 3rd time. 30 hits for a total of 21.
Does it matter that there's some of that cold damage?
The cold
Damn.
damage, the cold resistance, the cold immunity was shattered with her natural 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
No.
Oh. And then I am going to use my second action surge and do it all again because I.
It's you.
really
Action
not
surge is a
happy
bonus
with-
action, correct?
Oh, is it? Action surge. You can take 1 additional action on your turn. This can be used 2 times per short rest.
Okay, so no, it's not a bonus action, so you
I
can do it.
hate stability, yeah.
You can push yourself.
Whoosh.
Doesn't look like it. No.
Okay, cool.
They would say.
So she is just trying to wear him down at this point. She doesn't want to kill him. She just wants to wear him down.
Okay.
That is a 29, 19,
Mhm.
18 doesn't hit.
Natural 20.
Ooh. 33.
Nice.
Ooh.
7,
Oh, queen.
So for 21 points of damage,
okay.
plus another cold damage, so 21, so 27 points of damage.
And then my last one.
Another.
Natural 20. All right, cool.
Holy smokes.
Rena's post.
She is.
All right, so for 35 plus, so
Should be even
40,
special. More
44
because-
points of damage.
Because you got just 2 nat 20s in a row.
So
Right?
coming out of the prey, you're just getting too frustrated. The first 2 times you miss, and all of a sudden you decide to focus on it. And you just decide to just wail, and then at this point you're just getting them for all the sweet spots, and you're going in for the kill.
I'm just gonna shout out, pull yourself out of there. Gladolin, pull yourself out.
Give me a persuasion check.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Can I assist in any way or no?
No,
Since
you
I'm
cannot.
right there.
No. 21. All right. It looks like Gladlin is. You can kind of see like kind of like almost like a twitch ahead. Almost looks like Gladlin's trying to fight it, but the compulsion's very, very strong. But it looks like you are getting a connection in there. For next turn, Gladlin will be at disadvantage.
Sweet.
And then I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. V.
Cool. She just kind of like wipes off all the ick
The blood splatters.
because she was like essentially like in like close proximity to that little nastiness he had going on there. So yeah, she's gonna use an aura of aura vitality. I have a 30-foot radius of healing for the next minute. I'm going to use my bonus action as part of the spell, and I'm gonna regain 2d6 hit points.
Okay.
Cause fucking ow. Cool, 9 hit points. And then I'm gonna also use some of my what is it? The healing lay on hands. I'm gonna use 20 lay on hands to also heal myself.
You just press your hands upon yourself and you just heal. Get yourself healing vigor.
I was doing a prayer. Jesus, get your mind out of the gutter. I'm a paladin. I'm not glad.
Hey, paladins are the ones that decide to touch everyone. Not my fault.
And that's gonna be it. She's gonna Rin, do you think you're getting through to him? Do you think he's still in there?
He's still in there, and we need to make sure to get him out. This thing has overtaken him, but he can hear us.
Okay. Maybe we can try together to try and reach him.
We need to, as I know he can hear us.
Alright, let's... Like I said, we can do this together. If he's in there, we can get him.
Okay.
And that's it.
Corbin.
Cool. This is fun.
Yes, it is.
It's
Yes, it is.
great.
It's just a big old dragon
It's
boy.
big old boy. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Is there any way that I can do some kind of like Arcana check on the dragon to see why what aura he's got going on around him, or no?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Give me an Arcana check.
Cool.
TM, I have a question.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
So, does Corbin have like the bracers still, or whatever was helping keeping them from being overtaken?
I have Soma's bracers on, not my other ones. The anti-Soma bracers.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have
okay.
the,
I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. Nope, those stayed on. I haven't put which is why I haven't used Eldritch Blasts, because I don't have those bracers.
Oh.
Okay,
Makes
just
sense.
making
Yeah.
sure.
Oh no.
He's a good
those-
boy.
Oh no,
He's a
those
good
are staying on. I promise.
Otherwise,
Oh, no.
you know, Fig might have to stabby stab.
Oh,
Stab,
I
stab,
know.
stab.
That was a 19 on Arcana.
Checking out the dragon, it seems like the dragon has an extra bit of aura protection based off the plague powers that allows it to adapt to anything it's previously attacked, based on magical damage. You would assume that when L first attacked, L attacked with both fire and ice damage, so it became immune to fire and ice damage. But it lost its ice immunity when L got a critical hit. It's still immune to fire damage, but not
Okay.
the ice damage.
So it. Okay.
So it looks like if you hit it regularly, it adapts to it and becomes immune to that type of damage if it's magical. Other than that, it looks like the only way the spell breaks is if you get a natural 20 or a high enough hit. Other than that, with that roll, you can assume that the aura protection also gives it an increased AC, and it also gives it a natural resistance to most damage. I'd say you could probably tell that it takes a third less based off your approximation than most people would.
Okay. He's adapting to all of our attacks. We need to hit him with different things, otherwise Otherwise, we're just going to be spinning our tires in here. So we
Okay.
all need to hit him with something different. A different type of attack. So that would be my action for the Arcana check.
Okay.
And I don't have any bonus action-y things. So that's my turn. Actually, I'm gonna move and get out of a clump, because I feel like that's a terrible idea based on what I just saw with yeah, so
Where are you gonna move to?
you said Alora standing on a solid surface, right? I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna buddy system this.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Cool. All
And
right.
that's gonna be it.
All right. Gladlin's turn. Gladlin does have disadvantage on this one, so Gladlin will not use any ledger actions, and will actually make a Constitution saving throw to see if he can actually fight his compulsion. Only 11, so he is still affected, but he's essentially just going to skip his turn. All right, Kargrim, you
I'm
are now.
here.
You are here.
Yay!
You have to make like a dramatic
Yay, you're
entrance.
in. You can put yourself on the map. Yay!
Congram appears.
I am.
Yeah, thank
I'd
Kargrim.
like
Yeah.
to hear me say, saying do 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 as
Bef-
I run in.
As you enter in the room, Kargrim, as you enter in the room as
Playing
a free thing, you immediately get kind of enveloped by the things in this room. Unlike everybody else that are fully blackened, being really close to
Like a chicken.
your patron, you're able to see through this darkness, especially seeing the dragon, his statue in the back, and Alazna's statue. Alazna's statue seems to grab you in a very specific way, as it almost like it's trying to communicate to you. Almost compelling you to come over and speak to it.
Okay, and this is a Lasna statue,
Correct.
right?
Yep, the one that's
Okay.
engulfed in flames.
The
So-
flames. The flames.
Walking in the room.
Make him
Hurry
over.
up those short little legs again.
It's almost as if
Spent this whole
Fedona-
session running.
Fedora is actually contacting you. You also hear kind of like her 3 chime kind of being clicked into the fire.
Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I was gonna. I had hoped to come in and do a little healing, but.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
I wouldn't say no.
No, I won't be able to.
But you need to
Scoot
run.
boogie
Go
my
get.
way over, though.
Yeah, you need to
No,
get
we-
places.
we can- yeah.
Okay. I love it. He's doing the big scoot cookie all the way over.
Cleric statue.
Absolutely.
Cleric
Well,
statue.
okay.
Now.
Let me. Not even 25 feet. So let me. Boop.
Very whimsical.
Boop-a-doop. Boop-a-doop.
If
That's
you
just my
want, you
regular movement.
if you want, you can try to communicate to it from this distance. You do know that you can try to pray to the statue from distance. You don't necessarily. Most churches don't let you actually talk to this to touch the actual idols. So you could try to pray from this distance. It will require you a higher DC to be able to communicate to it, but there is a chance you could communicate to it from this distance if you want to try.
Also, from V's Guardian of Faith, there is also just a random glowing sword and shield right next to Alazna's statue, too.
Got it. Okay.
Would trying to communicate with it. Yeah, fuck it. You know what? I'm just gonna go. Well, would try and communicate with it be an action?
No, you are a cleric. You can. It would be a free action for you to actually make a
You are
religion check.
cleric. So
Okay.
you
Yeah,
are cleric.
okay.
Since
Yeah.
since Fedona
Cleric.
specifically
That's my only
communicated
job,
to you
and I
to
can't
actually
even do that.
since she's actually personally communicating to you to basically be like, you know, we need you to come over this
Dude,
direction.
help.
So if
Dude.
so, you can do a free action to make a religion check. The only thing that's going to change about it is that there you go, 26. All right, so you close your eyes and you try to focus on it, and immediately you feel as if you're right next to it. You feel a warmth, almost like a healing glow. First off, automatically communicating to it since you got over a 20, you do get some healing back. So, you heal for... Holy shit. You heal for 100 hit points.
Oh,
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Who isn't winded anymore?
As you are communicating, you immediately feel as your immediate connection to it, you've been granted some life back, as you feel like the actual embers off of it are a radiant glow that's actually embedding you in a nice warmth of safety. As you close your eyes and accepting the glow, you expect to see your own patron, but you see from a distance large wings coming down, flapping with embers flying off of them, coming down to you, reaching down and flying above you and reaching the creature's hand to come down and pull you up. Do you accept the grasp?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as you touch, you immediately know the person's name is Alazna. As immediately you see the face of long emberish hair, long black and red wings. Immediately you get lifted up to about this 10-foot tall humanoid flamed angel. Immediately picks you up as you start to actually levitate on your own to come up to her level. As immediately as you see this, time slows down around you, as if this is happening in your mind, but you're still seeing everything around you as it's moving, as everything is happening in a split second. She looks at you. I'm sorry that you've gotten yourself into this. This is not your fight, but I believe that this is my purpose to come in here and deal with this. But I am not allowed to enter this mortal coil without harming the rest of you. You do have a friend that can help me.
Which friend?
She just points over to Fig.
Okay.
She has the ability for me to use her as a conduit. If you can convince her for... I don't know how to say this more politely, but for me to possess her body for a short time, I can help you all out.
Fine.
Okay.
I'll
Immediately,
make it happen.
she puts both arms on your shoulders, and she just puts her head
I'll
down
make
to
it
you.
happen.
As her wings just envelop you, and then it's immediately explosion of embers just go around you. She disappears, and you just blink your eyes, and you're back into present time.
Okay.
I'll beat it into them.
Can I
You're gonna
double
like
back to
Can you
Fig?
what? If you got
Can I
movement
double
speed,
back?
yeah. If you got movement speed, sure.
Can we say that I didn't go that far? No. I was gonna turn around and be like, Fig, you gotta let Alazna possess your body. No time to explain. It's the only way to defeat that giant ass dragon thing. Also, everybody, just like the whole room, gain back all your hit points because I'm doing mass heal.
Okay. Okay. Be like, everyone, check this out.
Also, bam, what up, cleric in the house?
Did you just heal everyone for 700?
Yeah.
Jesus.
What did you roll?
Everybody gets back up. It's however I divvy it out, so everybody's back
Damn.
up to full health. It doesn't have to be
Sweet.
exactly 700. It's up to.
I gained 53.
Yeah. I did the math and it was only like 300 altogether, but I also don't know.
Elliot!
Why? Yeah.
Okay.
V just gives you a thumbs up from the distance, like, I see you.
I see what you're doing. I see you. All right.
Hey.
Big move from Cargrim.
He
Fig.
knows how to make an entrance.
What do I have to do? What?
You gotta let the guy just like talk to the flame statue. Just be like, "Yep, I accept. You have permission."
Consent. Consent.
Fig looks really like weirded out, but it's like, okay, I guess I accept.
As soon
you
as you say that,
sure?
Cargo sends her back to Sash. Be like, "That's consent. That's consent."
Wow, that was the funniest consent in the world.
Do the thing.
Yeah.
Also, when Gramps' body kind of like floated, was that like for us to see, or was that just like in his brain?
That was in his
Like,
brain. That was
okay.
that was in
Because if
Elasna's
Gramps
world.
just started floating, then
Well,
Very
so
cinematic.
okay, so yes and no. So it would have actually happened, but it would have happened so quick because it was within a second that if you weren't watching him at that exact point, it's like almost like a flash, and it just went straight up and down in a matter of half a second.
You just jumped.
Those like half of your eyes, like
Yeah.
that.
You jumped, yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, so I mean, Fig said,
said
I
yeah.
guess. Okay.
Does it happen?
you got this, Fig.
Fig, what do you want to do?
That I said okay. I guess. Sure.
So what?
2.
All right, Fig, give me a Constitution check. You actually want to be low on this.
Okay. Constitution check. Hopefully, I'm low.
You are still being resistant to anything kind of getting too close to you, so you're just still kind of fighting it. If you
How
want
am
to,
I didn't even try to fix it. Fight it.
well, you want to get low on this, so you can do it. If you want to sacrifice the rest of your turn, you can do it one more time.
Sure.
So as you start to try to loosen yourself up and just be like, all right, don't know what I'm doing, but fine. As you start feeling a warm glow, as you immediately
What the hell's happening?
time starts slowing down for you as well. V and Cargrim, you see this as you almost see the time stop, and you just see this ember of just nothingness start swirling around like a whirlwind around Fig. As it starts slowing down, it starts forming into an object, slowly but surely. Very similar to the All-Mother with the Shadow, where it takes time to form. And it's slowly and surely, as it spins around so fast, you start seeing a humanoid body. Then the rest of the embers forming the wings as it envelops Fig, and then just kind of absorbs right into Fig. As all of a sudden, Fig's eyes just turn into just embers, and then Fig just changes her form. Fig, you have a new character I gave you control of.
Yep.
You can put it in your spot.
Whoa, I'm huge.
Ho ho.
Fig now just turned into Elasna, using her powers.
Oh,
This is
oh
big-
yeah, we're
big
getting the
monster
gang
god
back
battle.
together.
Getting the whole
It's all
game back
coming
together.
Only Norin. I'm just.
He's
Oh.
dead.
Elle still
Too
has
soon.
ashes in her pocket. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, that is the end of Fig's turn, which is also the end of Elasna's turn. So we got to skip that turn, and we go to Hal.
Okay. Well.
All of a sudden, a giant, flaming thing
Yep.
with
Like, oh.
just
Can so
like, hey, hi,
yeah.
hi.
Yeah. Eos is probably kind of excited. It's really excited.
Mom?
Like for Hal, it's
have-
almost kind of like
Are you
be
ready?
like, your wings are bigger than mine. What the fuck? Like it's like the wing,
Wow.
like one of Elasna's wings is the
Oh.
size of both your wings put together, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? So I don't have dark vision, but she's in the room. Do I see better?
Her natural glow does illuminate a 30-foot range.
30
So
foot range.
5, 10, 15, 20. So you are able to see the dragon.
Oh, good. I'm like, oh,
Fuck everybody
Okay.
else, but you can see
I'm
the
just a
dragon.
giant light
Yeah,
bulb, but it's
right.
okay.
Okay.
And Corbin's really sad because he was like, I was the one that used to like flicker with fire magic, and
No. I know.
Wait, so Hal hasn't seen anything thus far?
No.
I can hear. I probably heard.
How did
I probably heard shit, but that's about it. Yeah.
Oh my
who the fuck are
Yeah,
you?
they're great.
Where did Fig go?
He didn't even
Oh,
see you.
shit.
He didn't even see you run in the room. He just
I
heard
mean,
you.
I'm not deaf, but yeah,
You heard
yeah,
the
for sure.
do-do-do-do. I read-
Hey! Yeah, just a lot of shouting.
Life.
So I have some context.
Okay, well.
So that's cool. All right. Knowing that, I'm gonna move 30 feet over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to go shoot the dragon.
Shoot him good.
Shoot him good. I can see you! Big dragon god thing.
I can see!
You shoot your arrows.
I can
be like,
see clearly now. The darkness is gone.
Yeah.
Just don't get too far, or you will not see anything again.
That
Hello,
would be
darkness.
like Hal though, to just scoot past the range of vision.
Yeah.
I like to
Right.
believe that out of the whole group, Hal's the one that's like afraid of the dark. Like it's just
Oh yeah.
Not afraid.
It's canon now. I'm
Dark.
sorry.
No.
hey Hal, let's go into this dark tunnel. It's like,
lightning charge.
yeah, no, I'm good. I'll just stay up here if you don't mind.
We did do a lightning charge and attack him.
Okay.
14. So 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's what the D6. So 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 1 is 8. Plus 3, 11.
Okay.
Swarm,
Okay.
another 6.
Okay.
And then I will bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Uh-huh.
Do I get any sneak attack?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so. Hunter's Mark. Second attack.
Mm-hmm.
22.
22's a miss.
Okay. That's fine. Cool. I'm good.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you see that his aura starts to envelop with a gold aura. Added to his already his fire aura. Okay.
Hitting him with fire, says Corbin. Stop it.
All right. Back to the top, which is Elle's turn.
Elle's still staying away and throwing that dagger. She's gonna hear Corbin and just suppose she's about to throw that dagger of flame, switch it to the dagger of ice.
Okay.
Thank you.
But that is a miss.
That's 14. She's gonna wait until it comes back to her hand
And then throw it again. Sure.
again.
26.
That was 17.
Okay.
And then she's gonna end her turn.
All right. Glenlin's going to take his one legendary action to heal. He's going to heal for 60 points.
Hey, he only got one.
Yep.
That means he was hurting
A little bit.
a little bit.
Okay. Anything else, Elle?
No, Elle's gonna stay back.
Rin.
She does not like the All-Mother that she
Queen.
feels from this thing. Rin is going to attack again and try and weaken the entity that's taken over Vlad.
Okay.
That does not hit. That does not hit.
Mm-mm.
Oops, that's
Nope.
not Rin.
There we go. That's a hit.
Two characters. Joe,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know, how
know.
you do
Especially
it.
since both of ours are.
Oh, I don't know how you would either. Yeah. All right. So
That
that is
is-
21 points of damage. Okay. And
Yeah,
that is
my last.
technically cold damage, so he is resistant. He does not take. No, wait. I'm sorry. It actually works because the cold damage is fine. Never mind. 21.
Natural 20.
We'll cheer
Okay.
for you.
All right. So so that is 36 plus 7, which is 43 points of damage. Okay. Okay. Got any more attacks?
And again, no, that's.
Do you want to
that's all
Do you
I'm
want to do
gonna-
your other bonus action surge?
No, I used both of them.
Did you? Okay.
I did, and at that last attack, I'm just gonna again say snap out of it.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check. 13. Okay. Once again, Gladland's starting to struggle, but it's becoming very difficult at this point. But you do see the dragon form is becoming very, very much in pain. V.
V is also going to follow up with Ren and just try and tell him in a nice way to just knock it off. Like, we need you. We don't want to hurt you. You're stronger than this. We've seen it. We believe in you. You can do this. And
Okay.
heard.
Give me a persuasion check.
That's a 26.
26. Oh shit. Okay. You start seeing the eyes of Gladland start turning into
Knock
the
it
proper
off!
pink hue instead of the crimson red, as like almost like
That's
using
right,
like
you
his
can do
front
it,
legs to kind of like a dog trying to like to paw like something off the nose, like it's trying to like almost try to like grab its head, it seems like Gladland's really, really trying to fight. Gladland will skip his next turn.
Oh.
V's gonna walk up to him like when she sees that he's like trying to fight it. She's just gonna walk up and just like put her hand on like his like snout, I guess.
Oh,
Like-
gonna touch the
Like,
boat.
come on, you can,
Poke the snoot
you know,
over his
we know you're in there. We don't want to hurt you.
I'll tell you what. Just
Yeah.
roll me a d20.
Like,
Of course.
Just
We
d20.
know-
Just d20. Let's see.
natural 20.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
So
This
So,
dice my favorite.
as you
now.
said, take advantage of the moment, and you just kind of pull the head down to you, and you just kind of head to head it. All of a sudden, the eyelids just kind of close as Gladland starts kind of head, little nuzzling at you. As all of a sudden, he starts roaring out in pain as he's trying to fight. As Gladland reverts back to his normal form. Combat is done.
There is,
Hey.
I don't know. Would that would have been my action, right? Because there is one other thing I'd like to do, but
Okay.
it takes an action.
Okay, what's your other thing?
Be helpful if I could find it with all my so I'd like to try and use cleansing touch to try and end a spell effect on him.
Okay.
That's an action.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use your action to end one spell on yourself or one willing creature that you can touch.
Okay.
So since he's calm now and more relaxed, I'm going to try and use cleansing touch too. I don't know if there's a spell affecting him, but I'm just shooting in the dark here.
Okay.
Based on knowing that this isn't him how he normally acts. There's something wrong here.
Sure. Hang on one second.
Gotta roll for something. Sally.
Hang on. I'm just.
V's also crying because she remembers that the last thing that she asked Gladland for before he ascended was like a last flower that he would have produced for her. So she like pulls it out of like I guess like her breastplate or something, like, you know, that like with her holy symbol, and she's like, I never not thought about you. Like, we know you're in there.
Okay, and what are you trying to accomplish with this?
She knows that something's wrong, and she doesn't know if there's a spell affecting him or not, but she's just gonna try it anyways.
Okay.
And it ends a spell that's affecting someone.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Do you have to make a check or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. Again, just roll me a d20. Add your proficiency to it.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a 17. 23.
Okay. As you really focus
This is my new favorite.
on everything arcane that you have at your disposal, you give everything you have, and you just push in all the spell energy you got into him. You can see all the plague blood almost draining out of his body. Every cut that he has on his body from the wounds you inflicted on him, it's draining out as if like a bag is cut and all the liquid is coming out from different portions. It is just draining out of all his wounds. As he's really fighting at that point. He just kind of drops down, and all of a sudden he just grabs some air as he just starts going in pain again. At this point, the darkness leaves the area.
Is there anything of it left?
No, it is all gone. It seems like it's left with
What
his
about-
curse being done.
What about the blood?
The blood is gone. Everything is gone.
okay.
Everything that infected the room was gone. Almost as if it was like an illusion, kind of like almost just placed there during the antithesis of the actual spell while it was actually in effect.
Mm-hmm.
But Gladlin, now almost being affected by this, has gone him into a, like, he starts speaking almost in riddles. You start hearing him change his voice. He starts sounding like a child, then starts sounding like an adult, then sounds happy, then sounds mad. Almost like he's going through like 50 different personalities. Until all of a sudden the room itself just explodes with arcane energy. As all of you are enveloped in memories that Gladlin has experienced in his life. The room itself is just in a haze of arcane light. You've seen him as a kid. You've seen him as a fighter. You've seen him when he was a monk, when he fought with his father, when he fought against his father. You've seen him during all of his tribulations, his loves, his loss. And you're just lost in there, and it looks like he's trying to find himself.
Rin
Am I?
is gonna.
I was just gonna say, am I still in the Alaza
Alazna
form?
is still taking your form as long as you are allowing it, Fig.
I was gonna say
Okay.
I hope so because I'm gonna ask her a question.
Sure.
So I'm going to actually make 3 copies of Gladlin out here because there are 3 forms of Gladlin in different positions.
So, Elle is actually just sitting there enjoying all of this. She's watching all of these like a movie, like a kid in a movie
Yeah.
theater. She's like
Yeah,
running over
absolutely
here
is.
and watching, and then running over there and watching. She's like, "Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!" Oh,
Grandma!
there's Mom or Dad's over here. Oh my gosh! They're there. Ah!
So
Ren's gonna walk over to Alazna. Alazna, it's. I'm glad to see you.
It's good
What
to
do you-
see you.
What do you make of this? What? This isn't of this plane. This sickness that he has, is it?
Can I do a perception check?
So I'll allow you to give me a perception check with advantage since you are a god.
Yeah. Super god.
15. So to specify what's on the board, so this Gladlin, the one that's the red marker, looks like current Gladlin, the Gladlin that is going through the current problems, the Gladlin that is going through the most pain. This seems like the Gladlin, all of his memories are based off of everything that he's failed in his life. All the hardships, all his losses, the loss of his husband, the loss of his father, the loss of everything. This one that's blue seems to be all his happiness. Friends, family, the better times before he lost them, the love that he had, his husband, his father, before they died. This one is the child. This one goes through his stuff before he actually became a fighter. His dreams, his hopes, everything like that. As Alazna, you see these 3 forms, and you see that something that you've known for a while, that you learned after you became Alazna, something that unfortunately you did not know as Seraphina, is that Gladlin himself is powerful, but the power that he absorbed when he became a god exceeds the power that you have. His power is so immense that one mortal body cannot hold it. You are a different circumstance. Even though you are 2 bodies in one, you purposely gave up your mortal form and you allowed it to be hidden somewhere, even away from you. Gladlin did not give up his mortal form. He is still attuned to this mortal coil. Not only that, but the power he took, 3 people had to simultaneously separate amongst them to be controlled properly. What it looks like is he's mixing himself with a mortal body trying to absorb 3 persons' powers, and it's taken its toll. And not only has it really strained him, but having another person in his mind trying to control him has finally basically snapped
It split it.
that
Split his
that
brain.
split personalities he's been keeping apart from himself. And all of you have heard different things in the past about the god of fate and destiny has been a little off lately, sometimes not really responding the way he is. And a lot of people are kind of curious about it. And now it's putting two and two together that it's because he's not the same person each day. He's switching between personalities. One time he could be fun and loving. Next person, he could be hateful. And next day, he could maybe not even know who he is. And unfortunately, at this point, because he took the power from 3 witches that were individually in their own right powerful, but they had to each separate the power, he can't hold it anymore. He can't contain the power.
Okay. I look at Ren and go, he's been split. The power that of the 3 sisters that he engulfed and that he is tied to this mortal realm has now finally split his soul into 3. That is why you see here the first one over here, and I point towards this one and say, or I point to this one and say, this is his hardship, this is his sorrow, his hatred, this is his happiness, his love, the memories of all the people he cared about. And this is the child, the innocent, the one who had doesn't know any of the hardships of this world. He's been split.
Is there a way to put them back together?
Unfortunately, because he is still tied to this realm and to this plane of existence, because he never gave up his mortal form, there is not truly a way to put him back right this moment. There is potentially we can keep them together, but I do not know at this moment in time, and that is saying something, because he took on a power that was very old and very powerful, and he didn't do what I did, where I took accepted it and moved into a different plane of existence.
I'm gonna walk over to Gladolin, his sorrow. I'm gonna put my hand on his cheek and just say, my friend, I'm sorry. This isn't a burden that you should have to go at alone. This is a burden that, and I'm gonna look at V and I'm gonna look at Alazna, that
V's
we've
V's
all
gonna walk up
shared,
to Gladlin too.
that we've all shared together. And I'm gonna look at V again and look at Alazna and ask Alazna, is this power, it was split into 3. Gladolin, me, V, can it be split again?
DM, would I know that?
Can we help ease his burdens?
So you have 2 possible solutions. They are solutions that you don't know how they work, but you have a way that you could do it. First off, Gladlin's mortal body would have to be killed. Like, he could not have a mortal form anywhere. It had just had to be destroyed. You have a couple different options as far as how to make this lesser for him. One is the option to allow him to split his, essentially, cut the chains that bind between his 3 forms. Make it where there's literally 3 different versions of Gladlin, and that they're independent. The child, the adult, and the child, the anger, and the happiness. And they're essentially being the weird sisters, where they're all twins, but they all had individual personalities. Mm-hmm. The other option is to siphon his power and allow him to have a third of the power and give the other 2 portions to somebody else, to essentially make the god of fate 3 different people other than one person, as essentially triplets, if that makes any sense. So you essentially force him to essentially be 3 versions of himself forever, or you decide to have 2 people volunteer to siphon out his power, and then the 3 of them would be the gods of fate and destiny. But again, you don't know what happens to their future afterwards.
Right. I also I'll explain that to them, but I also be like, if we siphon, remember, you will become a god. So all your mortal possessions and mortal responsibilities would be diminished and would need to be taken on by someone else.
My kingdom is in the hands of my brother. He's run it for a long time now.
And I've already
Mine.
started.
But
Oh no, you can finish your sentence.
the most important thing is to make sure that this doesn't happen again. This is what crept inside him, what got inside my kingdom, what destroyed my people. This is what I need to protect from them, what I need to protect my family, my friends, my kingdom from. I will gladly give up my worldly possessions for it.
DM, would I know what the threat is now that I've seen it was engulfed here?
See the what?
Would I know what the threat is, what the All Mother is now?
As a Lasna, yes, you know what All Mother is.
Okay.
So you know.
So
You know a lot.
Okay.
All right. So
can I say a few things then?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So I would tell understandable. Please note that, do you remember the one we banished long ago? The one that we sent off this plane of existence at the end of our great journey? Before Gladeline and I took our roles? That is who you're fighting against.
Oh boy.
She has come back. She wants
How?
revenge. She wants to corrupt me. She wants to find where I lie, where you have hidden my mortal body. And I'm guessing that is how, well, I'm not going to say I'm guessing, I know. But I would say that is the reason why, and I look over at you.
Yep.
Corbin.
And say,
At Corbin.
that's the reason why you have been possessed, and you've seen the tree, you've seen the eyes,
That damn tree.
you have seen the followers, you have seen what's been corrupted into the Underdark. She's working from within the way out, slowly but surely trying to inch every closer to find what she wants, because she wants to revenge.
Yeah,
And she wants to take over.
She's been trying to use me to find your body as well. I don't know. I don't mean to insinuate that you don't. I know
That's
you
okay.
know. And then V's just also gonna tell Alazna that she's been training a replacement for her commander's post should the need arise, because she also had a vision of her potentially needing to sacrifice herself. And so she wanted to make sure that someone was just as well capable and well suited for the position and the responsibilities of a commander of a kingdom if the need came to that.
It makes sense. And we have someone who will take on the position of the guardian of the actual Underdark. And I look at Gramps because of the Hellforge.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, many of us have been used as victims, and that's what's going on here. And this group is doing great deeds. We need to figure out, we can do the siphoning. It's fine. We can do that. But we also need to figure out, what would you like to do to protect as your final act as queen?
We need to make sure that your mortal body is protected. My guardian is still alive and very well fed and very well trained.
All of
to
a sudden, you see
know-
a little bit of like Serafina come out. It's so cute.
My gargantuan sea serpent.
Hmm.
Yes,
The
he's
sea
very
serpent
cute.
like scritches behind the ears.
It'll be very hard for anything to get past it. I mean, it'll be very hard for anybody to even get down there to get
True.
past it. But I don't even want anybody down there. I want to make sure that it is protected, that no one even knows the location. My brother does not even know the location, so I take that with me when I ascend.
Out of curiosity, Alazna, do you know where Gladlin's mortal body is now? Like, if we didn't siphon and his mortal, and we just
Wouldn't it be just right in front of you?
okay, it would just be the
It's the 3.
the 3 split.
Yeah. He never ascended off the.
Yeah,
he has a
there's no
mortal
like
body.
hidden version of his body. Gledlin has always just been his mortal form, just with an overwhelmingly powerful god energy within him, which has been slowly deteriorating his body.
He's just been here. The chains that hold them together, I guess you guys
breaking.
can't. They're starting to break. Yes, and his body's starting to break because he's here. He's never fully ascended.
Ascended.
Then we each take pieces of his power to keep his mind intact. Piece of the land, piece of the sea, and piece of the soul.
Because we can't have him do this again.
I do not know what will happen going forth. We do know what we saw previously with this. Either way, we saw what the 3 sisters had. They lived a life that was very unusual, I guess, in this realm.
Have you met us? We are unusual.
Yes, I understand.
not
I
of
mean
the
that this was when it would have been if we decided not to siphon, he would be split into 3 unusual beings that would roam this realm for God knows how long, and would probably end up very much like how we met the previous ones. Now, if we do siphon, his mortal body will disappear. He will not have a body. We will have to kill his body.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you won't have to kill his body, so automatically his body would just be now converted.
Oh, okay.
To it.
Okay.
At this point now, his body is dead. The only things that are left are the 3 versions of his soul. So what you're doing is you're essentially relieving the tension, and you're allowing his 3 versions to form back to 1 by taking the tension into 2 of you.
Mm-hmm. There's no way to like ask his soul what it wants, right? Like harkening back to like Nova and the Beast.
You can certainly try. You can I mean, like, there are 3 souls that are each independently doing something. The red one that's in utter pain and agony, he is like looking at everyone like he's ready to kill. The one who is happy, aka Blue, is the one that is kind of like, you know, is the one that's making flowers that Gladlin always did at the beginning of the campaign, roses off of his actual vines, is actually like running around having a good time, kind of enjoying the memories that he has.
By that one right now.
The one that's enjoying his kid stuff. The one that's enjoying his.
He's got like 8 Renaissance fair flower crowns just like stacked on top of her.
The kid life is kind of like by the window and is like checking out the sea and like looking at all the creatures and like basically like a kid at a aquarium kind of thing like that, just like in total awe of like all the ocean and what it has to provide.
I mean, you could ask.
We ask. I mean, that's how I wound up with Nova in the first place, was the beast that was infecting me. I asked it what it wanted, because up until that point it had been told what to do. It never got to make its own choices.
And
I
I'll
feel
actually
like,
say at this point, the red one has actually walked his way up slowly up to the statue, and he's actually just kind of like checking out the statue of himself.
so that's how I wound up with Nova. Was I asked the beast what it wanted for the rest of its life, and it wanted to be free because it never got to make its own choices. So I broke the chains that held it, and that's how I got Nova. So I think it's only right before we make any decisions. I mean, his body may be dead, but his spirit is still here, and I feel like it wouldn't be right for us to just take something without, I guess, his input, for lack of a better term.
Makes sense. I'll
I
leave
think
that to
his
you
mind
two.
is broken, and we should make the decision. But ask if you deem it necessary.
Yeah. Well, or maybe just ask, like, would you rather, what would you rather have happen? Like, I just don't feel right just stealing something.
Then ask and see what the answer is. You might get 3 different answers out of a broken mind.
Mhm.
Very
Oh.
true. That's very wise.
Well, V is
Anybody else can
absolutely
interject
gonna
too.
go.
This isn't like a closed conversation. If anybody else wants to interject as a character, they can.
Do we do the campaign 2 characters
Mm-hmm.
understand the difference between the 3 Gladolins, or is it just
So not all of you. You would, as Kargrim, you would
okay.
understand the concept of this. You would understand that certain gods have not necessarily an overwhelming amount of power, but a very specific power that requires multiple minds to handle it. And since Gladlin not really is like super powerful, obviously the dragon wasn't unbreakable, but the power of fate and destiny is incomprehensible. The mental fortitude is more than even the smartest brain in the world can handle. So depending on you do know that a lot of the gods that have powers that are more based off of time or specifically anything that requires mental fortitude are usually either specific elves that have lived 1,000 years and were able to attain a certain kind of mental fortitude before they passed on, or they specifically split up their minds amongst brothers and sisters, and they let their blood lineage allow them to ascend into a godhood state. And you have heard of descendants of a specific group where every 3 generations there would be triplets, always female, that would be born, and their ascension would always be a big deal because they know that they would always carry on the god of fate and destiny, since it was such a powerful thing. You now putting 2 and 2 together have been able to figure out this is what's going on. Is one person took on the mental fortitude of what it takes 3 geniuses to handle.
Right.
Would Gramps see the chains?
Gramps would see the chains. So you would see them as actually 3 different types. Going over to red is actually a gold chain that is partially fractured. Going to blue is a silver chain that is very pristine. Going over to green is a copper chain that looks like it is cheap, but never been used.
Okay.
They're all connecting at one point. It's like there's a circular disc in the middle that has 3 chains coming out of them, and the disc will never move. It is a certain position that is held in a gravitational pull, and all these chains are held into that one spot as if there's an invisible pillar that's holding them there. And no matter where they go, they're stuck in this one spot.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't actually know that they're in this room. They are in their own memories trapped. The kid's the only one that really sees things because he's a kid. In his mind, this is his dream. So he actually doesn't know that he's actually seeing what's actually really happening in the real world. This is just like his imaginary friend is actually what you guys are seeing. It's like like an inverse.
If we were to break the chains from the pillar, would that take away like the godliness of it?
So you would assume that breaking the chains by force would force Gladlin to split himself off into 3, keeping the chains connected to him, but essentially making 3 Gladlands. One that's a child, one that's an adult, and one that's a teenager or young adult, essentially. And due to that, you don't know how it would be. You don't know if Gladland would like 3 versions of himself. You don't know if Gladland would approve of this. That would essentially be the forcefulness. If you decided to essentially use Elastin's power to essentially manipulate the chains, you could essentially choose to have all 3 personalities move into one form. They get a third of the power, and then the other thirds get transferred to 2 other people. Most likely, based on context, would be V and Rin. So the 3 of them would essentially, the chains would split. They would all be gold chains. They would all have equal parts of the power, and they would all retain their own personalities.
Okay.
So you could do it yourself. Obviously, you would know that
What they've
physical
just been
force
talking
and
about, so I
magic.
don't wanna, like-
Yeah, no, but you would know that physical force and magic are not a really good mix. It
Yeah.
sometimes works,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
using brute force against a magical spell can have a base case scenario, a cursely ramification. Worst case scenario, you could hex the whole planet. He is the
We
god
don't
of
want
fate and
that.
destiny, which means that he can exist throughout time. So affecting brute force to it could affect the flow of time. It could even change the past.
Well, Kargrim's just gonna pipe into the conversation that's happening, and be like, I think the plan of having him share his power with 2 other people is probably the best way to go about it. I don't really know if I trust this dude. Like, he seems okay, I guess, but come on.
I don't know.
wouldn't
How
put
do
all
you
my-
feel about green
the eggs
naked
in that
half elves?
basket.
How do you feel about green naked elves?
3 naked. He wouldn't be all naked. Oh, you're talking about if you yeah, I got it. All right.
We got there.
So, Lesna
Came full
finds humor in Gramps' like response, and it just kind of like looks at you like with a nice how like a mother would look at a nice like at a child talking about a story, kind of thing, like with the no, like
You're so
but
special.
but like an actual but actually liking the story, just that they have. They can't make the decision themselves, obviously, because the god can't. It's the people down here that have to.
I will say too that as they're all talking, V is just just asking the 3.
Okay, so who do you ask first?
I'll go up to I'll just make this easy and just go up to Blue first since he's on the level.
Blue is the one that does recognize you, since a lot of his memories are half of his husband and father. The other half is with the group. It takes him a couple seconds, but he does recognize you. And he's kind of in and out. You can kind of see that, like, it's him seeing memories, and then occasionally you pop in, and he kind of smiles, and he switches over to another memory. It's like someone with huge ADHD. It's hard to get his focus.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna hold out the flower with her holy symbol, and just ask him, to be frank, you're falling apart. We have a way to save you, but I want your input on, would you be willing to share this power you've this power you've consumed and split it between Rin and I?
Taking into the fact you're talking to the happy version of him, he takes his hands and he left hand on your right hand on your left hand, just holds them together, looks at you. V, my friend, whatever you think is best will work. It is fate and destiny that will be its way. And I am sure that you will make the right decision.
Sophie's choice.
Right.
So, sorry, real quick. While V's talking to the blue one, Carvin's gonna be like, "This is a waste of time," and like go over to the green childlike one just to be like, "Hey, buddy,
Oh,
This is
Hi!
happening.
How's it
You're not
going?
gonna have a choice.
Hi.
This is just what's happening. Like,
What's happening? Look at all the fish.
We're just gonna do something, and it's gonna be super cool, and you're gonna love it. And
Oh,
like,
what's
just hang
that?
on, cause like this girl's gonna come over and ask you if you want it to happen, but like it's gonna.
I'm not
happen
allowed to talk to
anyway, so-
girls. Girls are
Yeah,
girls.
so even
I don't
better.
like girls.
Even
Or
better.
Gross. Jesus Christ. If
I
that isn't
imagine
if that
Eos
isn't a-
is playing with the child, you know, just hanging
Okay.
out.
All right, so he's like running around. He's
exploring.
like chasing like a bird. Like it's essentially him
Yeah.
chasing a bird. Yeah.
Doing his
Right.
own
Ren
thing.
leans to
Yeah.
Alasna. I
Yeah.
like the dwarf.
if Gladlin's child saying that he isn't allowed to talk to girls and girls are gross isn't a prelude to him having a husband one day, I don't know what is.
Ah,
God damn.
God.
Yeah, so V's gonna keep doing what she's gonna do because
Yeah.
it's gonna put her at peace of mind
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So
with all of this.
so Gladden's talking to you. It's like
I assume she's gonna get 3 different answers, but we
Okay.
don't have to do all of them.
okay. Yeah. I mean, he just kind of looks at you. He kind of gets distracted for like. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. What were we saying? Oh, right. Fate is fate. Very much acting very hippie-ish, kind of like just let it be. Whatever you
Just go
want to
with the
do.
flow, man.
Go with the
whatever's
flow.
gonna happen is gonna happen, and I trust you.
Okay,
And he just like looks at you and he just kind of holds you in his arms.
V is
Whatever's
quite
gonna happen is gonna
uncomfortable.
happen. Just accept the love. It's
Let it
fine.
happen.
Did you see this coming before shit went south? Did you, with your powers, see these events unfolding?
He just looks down and he looks over to the red one. No, but he did. He's
I take
only
it the red one is Corbin.
The red one
No,
is the
this
mean
one.
no
one.
that one.
Him.
Oh, okay.
He looks over at him. All of our negative thoughts are with him.
Hmm.
And only he has the memories of anything that has distressed us. I don't remember it, but he would. He pulls you back from his arms and looks at you, kind of like eye to eye. Remember, no matter what you do, he kind of just points right to a part on your torso. I'll be here no matter what. I'll always be with
Of
you.
course.
And I'll accept any choice that you make. Because we're friends. All of us.
V is like ugly crying at this point.
Okay.
Eating snacks out
And
of
just
her
kind of
building.
takes like
It's
a-
okay, flower petals
Takes
just
like his
getting
little
up and
spirit
she's
finger,
like,
just kind of wipes away some of the tears. There's no reason to cry. I'm not going anywhere. No matter what you pick, I'll still be here. Whether there's 3 of me or 1 of me. You do whatever you feel is right. If you feel that this is the way it's supposed to be, as he points at the other 2, then that is your choice. But if you feel that you want to take on this burden with me, I'll be happy to have you. But this
Of
is your
course.
choice.
We're family after all.
Yes, we are. But I don't want you to feel that just because we're family, we're friends, and we've gone through so much that you feel obligated to do this. You do this because you feel this is your destiny, that this is what you want to do. And he just looks at you again, just kind of puts his hands on your shoulders and just looks at you. Just choose what you want. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about younger me. Don't worry about older me. Worry about you. Don't even worry about Rin. Rin can take care of Rin. What does V want?
I feel like Rin's already made up her mind.
You have always been Rin's right hand, and you are still Rin's protector. But look at what Rin
Always.
can do. Rin can protect herself. Do something. Do you want to do it for yourself? It's up to you. And then he just kind of looks at you, closes his eyes, and he starts drifting off to other memories as you start seeing him start going into a memory of him and his husband before the raid on his village, and starts enjoying a picnic with his husband.
V's just gonna step away and let him go back to his memories, and then go back to Rin and just say, I've gotten the closure that I need. I don't need
Okay.
anything else.
Okay.
As she's ugly crying, holding a
I-
holy symbol. And
So I look at.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
You're
I
crying.
look at both of them and like, have you made your decision?
Cargrim's gonna shout from across the room, "Let's do it!
drinks on me, let's go.
Let's go! Why are we still?"
Here's the
The
ice.
bar
I am
closes
breaking
soon,
it.
Let's go.
It is almost.
It's almost happy hour's almost over, guys. Come on. Like B is
We
just gonna grab Rin's hand and just ask if she's ready, because this is gonna be.
I'm gonna take a deep breath, and I'm gonna say, "I'm ready." As I get kind of slammed into my side, as this little goblin, like, "I'm not ready."
Oh,
Oh, God.
I
This
get-
little one moves over
Rin's
there.
ready, but
back.
Alora's not.
It'll
Yeah.
be okay, little one. Everything will be okay, I promise. And she's gonna run over to Elle's gonna run over to V and give her a big hug. I just found you guys.
just stop it. You're gonna
I
make me
wasn't-
really cry.
Ready to lose you guys yet. I didn't want to say goodbye yet.
Cargrim's at this point gonna come up behind Alora and just kind of like big paw on the shoulder, like comfort, like it's okay, they gotta do this,
Rin's gonna kneel
like a
down
little
and
hug
just
from behind kind of
pat
thing.
her on the head and just say, "It's be okay. We're not gone forever." And stand up and put a hand on V's shoulder and, "Are you ready?"
V is also gonna bend down, because I'm sure she's got more than one at some point, but the one that she carries with her, that is Gladwyn's flower, is gonna stay, but she's probably got more than one holy symbol, and she's gonna take her extra holy symbol, and then, like she did for her dad and her uncle, take one of the little like beads out of her hair and put it in Alora's hair, and then drape the holy symbol around her.
I love
Okay.
it.
Oh.
Hey, if you get to make me cry, I get to make you cry. That's how this works.
Tit for tat.
Alasna looks at Elle and goes, "They're not going anywhere. They'll still be here. Whenever you need them."
I decided that Elle's is purple. It'll go good with the blue.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna take a little liberty here. So at this point, as you
Go
two
for
as you two have accepted your fate, Alasna raises her hand as the circular ring that only the clerics could see now illuminates to everyone. As now everyone sees the chains that bind to this ring that's just being held in this one spot. Lasna just looks at the two of you, just pushes her hand towards the ring.
That's your cue,
Yeah,
guys.
that's your two.
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, I was writing down.
okay, so you
So
two
I
walk.
didn't
So you
write.
two walk over to the ring.
Yep.
Place your hands on it.
Sorry.
Alasna raises both hands as everybody can start feeling heat in the room. Not damaging heat, but very similar to what Kargrim felt before, where it's a warming, almost kind of like a motherly glow. A very inviting, healing aura. Feeling like it's fixing any problems in the area. As all the chains themselves start to radiate the same color. The happy and the child Gladwyn disappear as they both start being absorbed into the Gladwyn up the statue. As all chains fall over there, as all of a sudden strands of the chains attached slowly but surely start coming out like vines. Start moving symbiotically in the air as they start wrapping around the right hand of Rin and V until the chains start attaching into their soul. As you get pulled in the same direction as Gladlin is, outside looking in, you all see all three of them start to have a ethereal glow to them. Gladlin green. V and Rin, what would you like your ethereal glow to be? What color?
Blue.
And black. No, I'm just kidding. Hers is gonna be black. No, her V's is gonna be more like silver gray.
That makes
And then Rin, what was yours?
Mine's like a purplish blue.
Okay. So you see the three ethereal colors come in. As the chains now all have a almost platinumish gold kind of color to them. As almost you can all tell that course is correct in itself. Everybody's evening out their power. At this point, all you see of the three of them is just an ethereal humanoid figure out of each one. You can't even see really the fingers, you just see just kind of the shape. For V and Rin, it is a flood of energy coming to you. You immediately take in all the information that Gladlin has learned in the last year. Past, present, and future. It all floods into you like a sea of memories. As if you were someone who had amnesia, but somehow you just found the cure. And all these memories just flow into your head as if you knew these the whole time, but all of a sudden just snap. There they are. And it comes at you so quickly that you can't focus on them. But you try so difficultly that you force yourself to think of them and you start to focus. You start to really press in on those until you start to see what Gladlin was doing the last year, what he was trying to focus every little bit of himself on. Now seeing that Gladlin thought he was going to die. So his last actions were to try to save this world. And you see what he was trying to do. You see what he discovered. You see what he found. You see floods of the All-Mother. You see pictures of Soma. You see everything. You see what the actual Plagueborn actually truly are, not from what you were told. You see the truth that lies in front of you. The ethereal glow starts to diminish as Zariel starts seeing the bodies start to physically form back up. At first you see Gladlin again taken back his regular form, taller than he was before, as his regular god form is a little bit taller than when he was before he became a god, a little more slender, a little more tone, has the ethereal energy with him. Still, the other two are still absorbing power. Rin, you start to see images of the Empire. You start seeing what they're doing. You see that they're creating something, creating some kind of army inside. Nothing but just empty vessels of some kind that they're trying to make. You see in the epicenter of this clone army inside these tubes, you see a giant vessel of a husk of a body. Looks like IVs of all different kinds hooked up to it. Bloodlines, just everything to keep this husk alive, missing a leg, corrupted body, all distorted. And as you look at the face, you see it is the true physical form of Soma, as the Empire is trying to keep him alive as much as possible. And then as you focus out, you see that all the bodies are them trying to recreate his body for him to live, but failing. You pull yourself back further, and you see what they've done so far. You now look at a name you don't know, but now you see, and you look at Corbin. And now you pull all the information from Corbin. You see in the Corbin's memories and Corbin believing that Corbin is nothing but a lie, a fake. But you now know who Corbin is. You see everything from Corbin's memories. Corbin existed long ago. You see what the Plagueborn are. They're not created this way. They're not bred in a test tube. They were the sacrificed guardians that gave up to become the Plague King. Corbin's body was a vessel for his prince once. And after he became a Plague King, he forgot everything. And they're using those powers to resurrect Soma. V, you are seeing everything yourself. You are pulling in images of All Mother. You're seeing everything that's going on. You're seeing what she's trying to do. You're seeing her play everything as a puppet. You see similar images, but now you look further in and you see the Emperor. Old, decrepit man. Barely standing on his own. Long, heavy draped white cloak. Heavier than his own body. Plenty of platinum jewels all over him. Sitting in a throne. With a dark shadow behind him. At first you think it's an oracle. And probably that's what everybody else thinks it is. But as you look closer, you see it's Kokopiel. Or as other people know, All-Mother. As his own personal oracle. But in this case, you know better. You know that she's playing him. The Empire doesn't belong to him. It belongs to her. And as long as people think that he's in charge, she can do whatever she wants. As you both pull yourselves back in, V, you see one last thing. As you pull yourself back, you see Nova.
Mm-hmm.
Captured and trapped inside the building.
Oh no. Oh, we're getting her out.
You both get flooded with one phrase in your head that has been plaguing Gladlin for the past 100 years. The answer to the overall problem of how to stop this impending doom. As you see in the sky a giant calamity. A giant fire in the sky that will eventually ruin the whole world. That eventually, if unchecked, will destroy all 9 realms. At the head of it, Soma, summoning this giant ethereal flame. But you hear a phrase in your head that Gladlin discovered. Soma, the unkillable, the undefeatable. Soma, the unkillable, the unfathomable. Only when all are together can he truly fall.
Only when all are together. Jesus.
Can he truly fall? And then you both get an image, lastly, as you both pull in, as everybody sees them pull into their ethereal form almost perfectly. You see a total of... Oh, crap, because things have changed, I gotta count. You see a total of 15 people standing over his death. But it looks like 15 people are required to do it. At this point, as you're trying to absorb more knowledge, you immediately come back into the form. As the rest of you now see V and Rin, very similar to what they were before, but with an extra 2 feet of height. Armor no longer standing on them, but more fitted, as if the armor is part of their actual frame. V, your heavy armor is now almost kind of pressed upon your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Not as if it's your part of your body, but it's almost kind of like...
It's not like fused.
It's not fused to you, but it's almost like it can be summoned on and off.
Okay.
Your skin a little bit more denser and thicker.
She snaps her fingers and it comes off, and then she snaps her fingers and it comes back on. She's
right.
like, man, this was so much faster. Like, this is amazing. It took me so long before.
As you feel like you're tied to the ground itself. Rin, you wake up and the scales on your body seem a little more dense, a little more thick, almost like your skin is more of a shell now, almost more dense. Your garb is now draped off of your scales themselves, more accenting like your built-in armor on your body. You feel more tuned with the sea than you ever felt before.
Is her crown fused to her head?
It is not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
As Gladlin lifts himself up, looks, feels his hands, just kind of puts his hands down from his head. It's been so long. It's like a weight has been lifted. And then he just looks at both of you as if he doesn't remember any of the conversations you had with him. He just drops his knees. I'm sorry. And he just drops down just crying. I couldn't help it. I had so many voices.
As Rin, I put my hand on his shoulder and I just say, "You're back. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
We're so glad you're back."
I knew you could do it. I knew you'd find your way back to us, and she also puts her hand on the other shoulder.
Alasna,
We're in this together.
Mm-hmm.
is there anything last you want to do before you give up the body back to the fig?
I would like to do a couple things.
Okay.
I want to go over to Gramps and touch their shield and say thank you for finding me to be able to help them. And if you DM, you can figure out what you want to do with what happens when I touch their shield.
With the blessing, okay.
Okay. Then I'm going to go to Corbin and say and pretty much take a piece of my fireball and give it to them and say, eventually this memory will come back to you. And it's just like, it looks like a jewel once I take it out of my fireball. Just like a little red jewel.
I'll carry it with pride.
And then I am going to go to Hal. And is Eos with you now?
Sure.
By you?
Yeah.
I just
Probably.
okay. So then I'll hold out my hand so that Eos will come.
Yep.
As you get close to Eos immediately recognizes what you are and starts like freaking out and starts getting like super excited and like jumping all over the place.
He's hyped.
Yeah.
He's so hyped. Yep.
And DM, you can decide what the fire from Alnaza does to Eos. So if it makes it so they grow or whatever, you can decide what happens and say, this will help you in the future.
Okay.
And then it'd be like, I think everything has been done. And it was good to see you, my friends.
Does the last minute leave Fig anything?
Wow.
You will find out.
Dun, dun, dun.
Figure out.
Spoiler alert, my bad.
But the last thing they do is just look at their three friends and be like, it was good to see you again.
Elle's just sitting in a corner like...
All right, so let me track this down. All right, so let's see. Eos has a flame.
L too. Shoot.
Eos has flame.
She's a child crying.
Targum has
So
shield.
sad.
I go to okay. I gotta give something to L. Sorry, guys. I was thinking of it, but I didn't think. Okay, so I go over to your dagger, like your fire dagger, and I touch your fire dagger, and the DM can figure out what happens with that.
All right, so you touched the dagger for L. You gave fireball to Corbin. You touched the shield for Cargrim. You gave flame to Eos. What else did you do?
Mm-hmm. That's bad.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
And then as far as I know, V gave the cross to who?
I gave a holy
Me.
symbol and one of my hair jewels that's purple to
Alora.
to
L.
L.
Oh, the L. Yeah.
And then Rin, did you give anything to anybody?
No, I was really
You
stingy.
selfish son of a.
There's probably a will somewhere.
All right.
There could be
So
a will.
The true gift is friendship.
Oh.
Journey
Gift
along
was
the
the friendship.
way.
All right. So as Alazna like flies up and then like starts enveloping herself in the wings and then just turns into a flame as Fig just falls. Now, Fig, you know everything that happens. You accepted this. Here are the things I'm gonna give everybody because this is really easy to figure out. I can do this. All right. So first, Fig, you accepted yourself with Alazna. You can communicate to Alazna whenever you see fit, as long as she chooses to
snap.
communicate back.
Oh snap!
So
Okay.
you do not need to make a religion check. You just need to pray, and you can summon or you can't summon Alazna. You can communicate to Alazna, and maybe you can summon her if she is willing. Let's see. Let's go with Kargrim. Kargrim, you have the Shield of Blessing. So what you pick the shield that you want to amplify. Any shields you
I only
want.
have one shield. It's
The Dark Shield?
Star Shield.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Dark Star Shield will now have a higher power, which, as long as you're wielding the shield, you constantly heal for 1d10 per round.
Oh, remember that one.
So at the beginning of your turn, as long as you have that shield out, you automatically heal for 1d10 at the beginning of your turn. Just automatically.
Refitify.
Nice.
That was
Yes.
one of her powers. Was refitify.
Love that.
Yeah.
1d10 for Kargrim. Corbin, for your fireball, all fire spells are all fire spells
It's
for
a
you.
jewel.
Yep.
It's a jewel.
As long as this jewel is on you, all fire spells are rolled with advantage.
Oh hell yeah!
L, the fire dagger. Let me check up the stats of your. Can you pull up the stats of your fire dagger real quick?
Yeah.
Sorry, badass.
It's pretty badass right now. It's 1d4 plus 8.
Dagger of flame. Okay,
You have
1d4.
a +4 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon.
Okay,
When you throw it, it spins with embers.
okay. So,
Flare. Lots of flare.
so I will say that you can either get a higher attack bonus or you can get a higher damage bonus. You pick.
Let's go.
Damage.
Damage.
Okay, and what's your damage right now?
1d4 plus 8.
1d4 plus 8. All right, so it is going to be 1d10 plus 10.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Yep.
Elle's gonna be like, hee, always fire.
Also to L, because you got the holy symbol and the jewels, the hair beads.
It was just a bead.
Okay. If you choose to, I will allow you to learn 2 spells that are of no higher level than level 2, and you can have these spell slots to cast them. As long as you have that amulet on you.
Ooh, okay.
I will create the amulet for you that allows you to have 2 spell slots. You just need to do research on. They would have to be paladin spells, and
Healing spells.
You can do that.
Got it.
Just send them to me. Just send them to me what you want, and I'll make you a custom enchantment that will allow you to cast those spells. Once per long rest. So you'll have 2 spells you can cast once per long rest, or one of them you can cast twice per long rest. Kind of like that. Eos. Last but not least. So as Eos kind of like absorbs the flame and like starts eating it up as like the biggest flame.
He's hungry.
As like it's a Pokemon evolving, Eos starts to glow and starts to absorb all the radiant energy in the area. And at this point starts flying up in a circle around the air and starts to do a very similar thing that Alazna did, which is almost dragging a flame storm around. And it's going so fast. And as you start to see it pass a few laps, Eos' energy starts to get bigger bigger, bigger, bigger until
Hell's
Eos,
trying to find something to hold on to. Oh, he's watching.
Eos lands on the steps and looks at you, and now Eos sitting up at regular Mark is 5 feet tall.
Ooh, yeah, he's big boy now. He's no.
I
can't carry him.
I will give you updated stats for Eos, but Eos will always be a combatant now.
Yay!
Oh,
That was our goal.
Awesome.
Eh,
I will
You're
give you
welcome.
updated stuff for Eos later on. Anything anybody else wants to do last? No.
Hell's tapping it all. He's like,
Fig's
holy
gonna
crap!
be like- Fig's gonna be like, that was weird.
So we are going to end it there. That's a lot of stuff. Thank you very much for checking out the stream. We're going to end it there. We'll have another one next week, Wednesday, assuming that we don't skip that one. And we will see you guys next time.